Welcome back to MarketBubble, a show all about investing in yourself, where we feel like an overwhelming majority of young men today are in a losing position. How are we positioned? Find out today and every Thursday live on twitch.tv/FaZe, also on my Twitter, also on Ansem's Twitter. And Ansem, you're on Kick as well, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sirski. We're fucking live everywhere, folks. And yeah, this is a show all about AI, attention, finance, some really thick material for some. You know, there's a couple people in here who I don't know if this is for, but we'll find out. We're here. We're back. We're episode 6. We're really in this show now, Z. We're really in the show.
We're deep, bro. We're deep in. I feel like we're in the flow now. It's easy.
Big time. I'm excited for today. We have Intern coming on, who's like just a CT legend, and he's a personal friend of ours. He just got hired as the CMO at Robo Strategy. And then we have Jesse, MTV Jesse, who is one of my former roommates at the Cloud House, founder of Nelk. We could talk to him about Happy Dad, all that good shit. It's going to be a great one. It's going to be a really easy, smooth one. And there's a lot for us to talk about. A lot happened between last week and now. Before we get into all that, I just talked to the chat about the $10,000 thing, the competition.
Yep.
Any thoughts on that? You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, but we got some good inbound. I had some people hit me up across different channels, build out some pretty cool looking websites that, what's the word? Combine all the chats from like all the different places. Pretty dope. Yeah, $10,000 to the winner. So we're looking at these closely now. Gonna pick out the one we like the most, but appreciate you guys getting back to us so quickly on it. It's guys are gonna help us a lot during the stream.
And again, we're gonna build off of this, right? So like it starts as a chat aggregator, and there's all types of things we're talking about in the back end on how we can like really, activate our community and curate, a community of people who are engaged and benefiting off helping us build this show and helping us build this community. That's where our heads are at. Obviously, AI is a huge topic of conversation on the show. We were just talking about how we need to tap in with Fable 5. Neither of us have tried it yet, which is honestly sad to admit, but we're gonna go into the tank and spend a few hours doing that tomorrow in our own private time. So we're really walking the walk that we talk. And yeah, we appreciate all the entries. There's over 100 legitimate entries, so it's gonna take a minute. So we're gonna take this whole next week to really sift through. We want to pick the right winner. We want to pick somebody who really deserves it, and we will announce that at the top of next show. And hopefully, we will be able to use that next show. I think that's the plan, right?
Yep.
All right, cool.
We want it in action.
Yes, sir. So yeah. All right, let's get into it, bro. Where do we start? Big week, long week. Should we talk about the most fresh thing on everybody's mind?
Bro, we start with the Knicks, bro.
Yeah, we should start with the
Knicks, bro. That shit was fucking crazy. I've really never seen no shit like that. I think the closest sporting event I watched where it was that crazy of a comeback was the Patriots. What was it, Falcons? I think Patriots-Falcons Super Bowl. They were down like 28-3 at the end of the third quarter. All the Falcons literally had to do was run the ball. Game's over. And they came all the way back.
That's a Tom Brady tattoo, brother. That's a Tom Brady tattoo. I'm from Lowell, Massachusetts.
Yeah,
I don't know if they can see that, but I'm from Lowell, Mass. That game means the fucking world to me, and I'm not gonna for one single second entertain the fact that that's a better comeback than that. It's just not. You're fucking retarded if you think that. I don't know how you can even begin to label something as the best comeback of all time when you're ahead in the series. They're not coming back from anything. They're just maintaining the lead. We're not gonna get into it. We're also not gonna be rage baited into that part of the conversation. But it was a fucking crazy monumental event. It was a really, really sick game to watch. I was actually in the car. I dipped. I was out with some friends watching the game. Obviously, as you know, they were down fucking 30 points.
Down 30 and a half.
Yeah, going into the fourth quarter pretty much. And everybody thought it was all but over. I think Polymarket had it at 99% at one point.
99%. Bro, that's one of the advantages the Polymarket has over a lot of other venues where people are trading this kind of stuff is in real time, you can see the odds change. I think somebody hit a 15x trading it at halftime. Like the odds went down so much, they literally over 10x.
It's insane. So there's somebody out there who got generationally wealthy, just slamming them at 99%.
Bro, I just slamming 100K at halftime. You make like 15 mil. That's fucking disgusting.
How big was the market? I wonder how big the market was. I wonder if that's even actually possible. Yeah, no, it was fucking insane. Obviously, they came back down 29, greatest comeback in fucking NBA Finals history. We've heard it a million times.
They almost blew it though. Did you see the end? They almost blew it. Josh Hart missed the layup when they were down
Insane.
1.
Literally
and then
a movie.
Was it De'Aaron Fox? All he had to do was hold on to the ball. They got the steal.
And he got blocked. With all due respect, again, besides physically what happened on paper, like it was pretty fucking ugly, the end game.
Yeah,
it was on both sides.
Turnovers. It was
insane.
Nasty.
Even a blown shot, Brunson with a blown shot. I mean, put back up. I don't know. It wasn't ended in like this crazy, glorious fucking fashion. But yeah.
Now they could have, bro. That shit did 400 million volume. Somebody easily could have hit for that.
That's insane. That's insane.
This market did 400 million volume. I saw people talking about like, damn, you spent $100K on tickets to be courtside, and you're watching them get blown up by 30, and then that happens. They come back.
Did you see the video of them walking around asking people how much money they spent on the tickets? Look at this.
Yeah, I think I saw part of it.
Look at this. This is insane. Listen to everybody.
50K, 220,000. 220,000 for how many tickets? 2. You bought them? Actually, his
2.
What do you do for a living? We're in the traffic. All in New York City. Not that much, probably 20K. Only 20K. What do you do for a living?
But just Google me.
Google you? What do you do?
Google me.
Take a picture of me and Google me.
Paid 8.
By the way, who the fuck is that guy?
I don't fucking know.
Does anybody in chat know this guy?
I don't know.
How haven't I seen a follow-up? Can somebody let me know?
I'm not Googling him, by the way. I'm not.
Who the fuck is this guy? Somebody in chat, please let me know.
That's so fucking funny, bro. Google me.
Picture of me and Google me.
Paid 18,000 and I could have sold them for 44,000. I said there's no better way to spend money. I'm gonna die poor.
Section 117. That could sell for like 50 grand a ticket.
This game means a lot more than 50 grand. I've been waiting 53 years for this.
I actually got a ticket.
Oh, 53 years.
So the answer is $0.
You know how much it would have cost?
I think about 70 grand.
What do you do for a living?
I'm an attorney.
$200,000.
Where are you sitting?
Courtside next to Donald Trump.
It's about $10,000 ticket.
How do you feel about your dad spending 10 grand on your ticket?
It's pretty good.
Even though you won't go to college, it's okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
I think like 16,000. So how are you able to afford 16?
Oh, this isn't like a few $1,000s. It's not like the median answer is like 3 bands, 4 bands. These motherfuckers are spending 50 racks on 2 tickets. Like that's.
I'm not gonna lie though. You got to think about it. Like they only go that like once every like 10 years or something. Like it is that rare. Like if you've been a fan your entire life, that dude said he's been a fan 53 years. It's only like what, like 1,000 a year. That's not that bad, bro. Like if you just been over time, I think that's a good investment. If you've been a fan for 50 years, 1999, I think. I think it was against the. Wait, no.
It says
I think they lost. They lost
1973. 1973 is the last time they won.
See, bro,
it's insane.
50 years. Just divide the cost by 50. It makes sense. Then it makes sense.
It's still egregious in my opinion.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I spent a lot on the fucking Super Bowl when the Eagles went and we beat the Chiefs. I bet on it too. But
yeah, but didn't you tell me the whole entire box was $1 million?
Yeah, I had like a portion of it.
You see the Aiden Ross clip, him talking about bidding against like Michael Rubin, Robert Kraft?
Yeah.
Some motherfuckers talking about Let's watch this.
By the way, $1 million. And I'm going, by the way, can I tell you guys something like actually fucking insane? So, I'm not joking, by the way. I called my ticket. I'm a mom. I called my ticket guy. Yo, Aiden, do you wanna go to game 3? Trump's going. I'm Donnie. You know, a lot of New York legends. I said, sure. They told me about Jeter was coming and shit. Cool. All right, you're in a bid off right now. Okay. I don't really want to ask names. It's probably some high-level people. Robert Kraft and Michael Rubin. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, okay.
Big money.
What do I have to pay?
Yeah, that's serious.
What's the price per ticket?
This is not little comps.
A fucking ticket. $1 million.
It's insane.
And it's a 7-game series too. Like it's not even the one game. It's 7 games.
That's 1/7 of the total finals.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So you're telling me to watch the NBA finals as one individual in Celebrity Row, courtside, MSG, is a $7 million value. That's absolutely insane.
Yeah, that's insane. I agree. That's crazy. It's crazy.
That's enough to retire with a family of fucking 18 forever and just fuck off and never work a day in your life ever again on the NBA finals. I don't know.
18 college funds.
I don't know. I feel like it has to do. you're seeing like the market is telling us that the value of sitting courtside celebrity row is increasing. And it's just like, I don't know, it kind of speaks back to how obsessed with attention everybody is, because that's the only way to explain it in my mind, is like, you know, because you're seeing a lot of traditional entertainment like medians really fucking dying and falling off, like the movie theater, shit like that. You know what I mean? Like people are doing less and less real life shit. And it begs the question, why are people still, you know, like why is it still in such high demand to do something like that? And it's like, because they want to be seen on TV, like the airtime, whatever, like the social, you know, what it means socially. I don't know.
Bro, you know who had a really good take on this? Base 16Z. I'm trying to figure out which article it was. Was it this one? I think it was. I think it was this. I think it was this one, bro.
Bring it up.
Yeah, I'm about to bring it. Let me see. He essentially was talking about he essentially was talking about how
big gay TV show. That's
this is the article. It's like a short article, but we should actually just read the whole thing. But essentially, he was talking about how like the same thing with attention you're saying, and everybody's trying to go to the same events at the same time. Like everybody who's in a certain wealth bracket or in a certain tier of money, there's only so many events. They're like the events you need to be at and the events you need to go to, and everybody tries to go to the same events. And so he was like, everybody's on the same, trying to be on the same TV show at the same time. I'm gonna read this. It says, I did not know that St. Bart's was a country until age 20 when some friends at my mid-tier Ivy League school flew to St. Martin to kill time during COVID. I joined one trip and learned about adjacent geographies. This year I'm here in Bart's because some friends are here and because I say yes too easily and because let's see what the fuss is about. The fuss seems to be increasing. I think this is his point. Specifically, a video of Jeff Bezos looking bored at Nikki Beach was a Twitter topic du jour yesterday. I remember that video. Unclear why he wasn't at Ligerte, I don't know what that's, for Rufus on Monday. At least get caught on camera at a fun club. Maybe Bezos doesn't enjoy being on TV. I bumped into them Monday evening walking out of Eden Rock, and Jeff looked equally ready to get the fuck out. But Lauren Sanchez was having a great time, reciprocating my fraternity arms waving dance moves and saying hi for 1.5 seconds. I have no connection. Before resuming a brusque dance walk to the exit flanked by 3 white ex-military security guards. Lauren films her own bottle service in the viral video, which speaks to a meta experience of a big show. Let's say like a TV show. And a culture obsessed with Kardashian doodad purchases, Succession, and White Lotus episodes, and Elon Musk's pay packages, the elites are taking out their phone cameras. They want to be on TV. St. Bart's is certainly the scene in the way I came to understand it in college. Show face at 4 parties a day and say hi to the same 40 people you saw in Saint-Tropez at the other 4 parties. Everyone cares where Leonardo DiCaprio is for some reason, despite also allegedly having some vague connection to him. And yet the scene feels ubiquitous and mediafied in a way that as an online and low profile person, it didn't used to. Or maybe I was just too poor to notice, but I don't remember yacht trackers going viral even 5 years ago. Simultaneously, billionaire friends had more diverse New Year's plans 5 years ago. The monoculture is eating itself through the phone screen, bordering on self-parody.
Bars.
Like he was ripping this, bro. Michael Rubin is paying Meek Mill to do bunny hop so he can be cool by association with rappers. The rich and famous have converged into a soup with one global destination per month, performative leisure. Secondary cultural consequences of money or fame at the highest ethic combined with power law content outcomes discussed in megachurch, is the other article, bring the same power law convergence to lived experiences. The campy aesthetic of the Capitol and the Hunger Games feels analogous. If you're always on TV or you're annoyed that you're not on TV for the current episode, values, topics, and characters converge to the same place. Lauren Sanchez is watching the world through a phone camera and Instagram verse, and the main stage is in St. Bart's this week, so she must go. There's more to write for the next sentence. Instagram, female status games, yep. Eat the rich, yep. Someone commented that posts I write in shorter time spans may lack depth of analysis, but I wrote this after leaving the club early. There's great weather tomorrow, and I think we're going to surf. Yeah, it's
insane.
The article.
Isn't
it a really good article?
Listen, there's a lot to unpack there. We talk a lot about how like monoculture is dying and performative leisure. He said in that, and that's just such a fucking. It's such a fucking bar.
It's a bar.
Everything feels so incredibly performative today in 2026. And that's what I mean. Like somebody in the chat said, attention's the new drug. I can't agree more. It's so bizarre to watch even like the most rich and the most famous people do this. And I was in St. Bart's, by the way. I was in St. Bart's on New Year's as well.
Right, same place as him.
To be honest with you, it was fucking way too expensive. And like the only reason why you would be there on New Year's is to be around other rich and powerful and famous people. That's it. Because you could go to fucking Antigua, you know, or St. Martin or like another one of those islands for 1/100th of the fucking price. So it's like, I don't know. It's insane. It's insane. Performative leisure is a fucking bar. It's funny you bring up Base 16Z because I have a tweet from him here. And
smart dude, bro.
I don't know how smart, to be honest. This motherfucker's accusing Timothy Chalamet of being a paid Chrome Heart shill, by the way.
I mean, he's joking, clearly.
He's joking. I don't think he is, bro.
He's 100% joking. 100%.
Get paid by Chrome Hearts or he actually fucks with it. He said 100% paid and pulled up this picture of him.
He's joking because he's right behind him. That's why he's saying that.
Are you sure?
I promise you, bro. I promise you. I think he's like that's like a diss on Chrome. I think that's what that was. I think that's what it is.
But of course, but this is the thing. If there's even 1% of your brain that thinks that's the case, you're fucking retarded. You don't understand. Like, you don't understand what it is. Chrome doesn't pay anybody. That's why people are so like fucking desperate for it. That's why the market is the way that it is. I know for a fact, like I see them in real time talking to Timothy Chalamet and how that process goes. And yeah, nothing is free. Never mind paid. Paid is fucking crazy. I just had to on their behalf because I just noticed that it was funny. But yeah, man, funny. The Knicks game, it's funny because we brought up this topic and we spent all of 20 seconds talking about the game, and the bulk of this topic and us talking about it has all been like, the social part of it, the attention piece, the money piece. It's just interesting.
It's definitely a game that people are playing, but I think the reason that people play that attention game is because it does pay out if you do it correctly. Like if you are in the right spaces, talking to the right people, the connections that you make by networking the right way, especially if you're doing well in whatever field that you're in, that does pay out. That does like have value. So I think there's a reason there's a premium on stuff like that. It's just really very excessive at this point.
Attention. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's obviously a tremendous amount of value, but there's a fucking, I don't know, the line is getting more and more blurred, I feel like. Performative leisure. It's like, at what point? It's like the conversation we had with TJR. It's in line with like, brother, you live in Puerto Rico, like, but for what at the end of the day? Like, what are you really like trying to get rich for? To go live in Puerto Rico, like secluded on an island by yourself. For him, it works, but it's just like, I don't know. Reminds me of that.
Especially with New York, I think, I'm not going to say it's not worth it to go to the game. For people who have been lifelong fans, I think it's worth to spend the money if you do have the money to spend it. But I also say like just being in New York, feeling the atmosphere and like being outside. There's a lot of places you can watch the game outside on big screens in New York with everybody who can't afford to pay $50K to go watch the game at the Garden. Those are great spaces to watch the game. I think a lot of people are realizing that it's like the IRL aspect of community and like going to these events. There's some events where people go to just to be seen at them, and they're just like recording themselves for Instagram and XYZ. And there's some events where people are there in person to be with the people that are there also trying to be, or whatever event it is that they're consuming or content. So like the games where people are all watching it together and are like diehard Knicks fans, those are great places to be. I think City's going to be on fire this summer.
I saw all the boys. Rasmus said he did like his first vlog, his first ever vlog. You see like obviously all the streamers out there.
Hey, hit me. I missed it. I missed it. I was watching it.
I saw all the boys, Malcolm and Thread Guy and stuff all went to the game. Frank did like some watch party somewhere. It was obviously like the energy's fucking insane.
It's nuts, bro.
Spurs fans getting their asses beat on the fucking random sidewalk.
That I don't co-sign. That's
so fucked up. It's so fucked up, bro. It's so fucked up.
New York, the greatest city on the planet, though.
Yeah. What's next? Man, it's CT. I have here CT is dead. I'm seeing a lot of tweets. I'm seeing a lot of tweets. If you're still in crypto in 2026, there's something mentally fucking wrong with you. Which it's hard to argue that for X, Y, and Z reasons. We're gonna get into it, but I don't know. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I could see why people are saying that. I would say if you are a trader and are like just focused on making money, there's absolutely no reason you should spend 100% of your time in crypto. Like you definitely should be spending your time in all market stocks, is fucking going crazy. Different sectors doing the research there. Always look at commodities, look at crypto, like look at everything. I would say if you're a trader, it doesn't make sense to just be looking at crypto.
I want to watch this with you real quick. You see this video from Gainsey?
I haven't seen it. I haven't watched it.
Let's watch this.
crypto is literally dead. Everybody is literally dead. Everybody's gone. Quite literally, everybody is gone, and it's for a good reason. We've underperformed everything for way too long, and we memory hole everybody that leaves. That there's so many people that have left that if we ever actually clicked on our old following to see who we followed through the years, there'd be so many names of people that we would be like, oh, holy fuck, I remember who. Like, what is this person up to now? And odds are, they crashed out, left crypto, and they're, doing some other shit. It's not that crypto is a failed experiment. It's that when we joined in 2017 or whatever, we thought all of us would get rich off of it. We really felt like, we're all early to this shit. We're all going to crush it. We're in the right place at the right time to cash in on the right thing. Had anybody told us that, like the vast majority of everybody's going to somehow get wiped out and leave with mental illness, it wouldn't have been that believable, especially 2017 with everything, running up. And then even when, when we lost everything in 2017, we had the...
What part?
He was saying that like if everybody told us, people would have been like, it would have been hard mentally. I feel like in 2017, that's also the same time I joined crypto. In 2017, the people I were following were very loud about stack Bitcoin, use alts to get more Bitcoin. All alts are going to zero. Like that was the theme that was said a lot by all the OGs on CT at the time. And they were like, it's super volatile. You're going to have to survive like minus 80%, minus 90% downswings. I think they're very transparent about how difficult it was to make money in crypto. But it was always like stack Bitcoin was the theme back then. So I disagree with that point that like, if we would have known, I think if you were paying attention, you definitely should have done well from 2017 to now. But yeah, what's
the right thing?
What else?
Had anybody told us that, like the vast majority of everybody's going to somehow get wiped out and leave with mental illness, it wouldn't have been that believable, especially 2017 with everything, running up. And then even when, when we lost everything in 2017, we had the DeFi cycle. Then we thought we were all made. And then even when the DeFi cycle wiped a lot of people out, we had the fucking meme cycle. And then somehow, throughout the last 10 years, everybody got wrecked in one way or another, and only like a handful of people actually retired.
Not everybody, bro.
No how
I mean, I joined crypto in 2020, 2021. Yeah. And I've lost a lot of money in the last couple of years, but I ran my shit up from like, I think I spent $200,000 USD to like initially fund my initial port on crypto. Yeah. And I ran that shit up to almost 8 figures. Yeah. And it's definitely not 8 figures anymore, but it's way more than 200 bands, Yeah. So, yeah, and I'm fucking retarded.
Yeah. I mean, there's no industry where everything is going to be a super successful project. I think in crypto, it's obviously one of the most riskiest industries. It's new. It was just maturing. But like, if you were able to take advantage of the new innovations in crypto that were happening, like DeFi, if you hit fucking Aave, like when it was Lend, so it was Lend, then it turned into Aave. Like if you hit any of the early DeFi protocols and were the first ones using them, and even took a little bit of profit as they were running up, you're minted, like super minted. Even ETH is still up fucking, what was ETH at in 2017? Like $14 or something insane like that. It's at fucking 1,600 or 1,700, whatever it is right now. Compound that with all the DeFi stuff. There was a lot of opportunities to make money and do well. Even over the past few years, yes, ETH is like flat since 2021. Bitcoin is basically flat since 2021. But you have to think about how much shit was up from the years before that. I think that's why the past few years have been difficult, because like the parabolic advances were just happening in the prior years. And even these like most recent cycles, like Solana went from like $1 to fucking 200 last cycle. Hyperliquid, that airdrop was great for people. And even after the airdrop, it went from 4 to like, what is it at now? Like 60 or whatever. Like there's definitely been a lot of projects in crypto that did well, and you could have capitalized on that. I would say that the positivity around CT is definitely a lot lower.
Yeah, I mean that basically being his entire point.
But yeah.
CT's dead. I mean, look at this too. You saw this, the Indian dude getting, a fucking forehead tattoo.
This is dark. It's really dark.
It's really fucking dark, bro. Dark. This is really, really dark. And I don't know, Nikita's response is, again, just pretty much everybody's general thoughts and consensus around crypto at the moment, which is, it's sad to see all the smart, rich people left. And now it's just fucking degenerate, stream culture, brain rot teenagers.
Yeah.
And is that facts? Is that facts? And if it's facts, how do we fix it?
I'll say it's two-pronged. I would say one, that AI definitely took a lot of the interest out of crypto for people who are traders and also for builders. Like since 2020, what is it, 2022? It's been the dominant trade by far. Like if you were focusing your energy on AI and the tech stocks that were building in that area, you made a lot more money and did a lot better than people who are solely looking at crypto. So that's true. But I would say the second part of it is that crypto's been kind of handicapped regulatory wise for the past, since its existence, honestly, to be honest. It's been very hard to build in crypto real products that you can tie the revenue back to these tokens in the right way, because it literally just hasn't been legal to do so. Like it literally has not been legal for founders to do so. And I think right now we're kind of seeing the first time where the regulatory environment is going to be a lot more positive for crypto. And we're seeing real products that are breaking out. Polymarket obviously has done a great job breaking into the mainstream audiences, prediction markets on everything, sports, politics, finance, all those things. Hyperliquid has done great as well. I think there's going to continue to be startups that utilize crypto in ways that make sense, but you're not going to see them as like crypto apps. But I think that is going to continue to be an ongoing trend. But
so why? Yeah. So again, we highlighted Polymarket and Hyperliquid, two like crypto-centric apps, tools, platforms that are doing very, very, very well. Why are they doing so well? And is there success helping like crypto culture or reform like culture around crypto or general sentiment, do you think?
I think it definitely is. I think there's a lot of positive mind share around both of these products. Polymarket for sure. When the election popped off, there were a lot of people, still even now to this day, that reference Polymarket and how useful it was for predicting what was going on with all the different elections. I think people still use Polymarket for a ton of different things now. Like they're still getting a lot more popular. And that's seen as like one of the most successful startups. I mean, Shane went on a tour with a ton of people doing interviews because people looked up to him as how great of a founder he is and how well he's done the past few years. And it was a product that only could exist in crypto. Like that's a very crypto native product. You couldn't have done that anywhere else. And so I think it's kind of discounted a lot, like what crypto has achieved and what just came from crypto. Like stablecoins are obviously going to revolutionize how people transmit money globally. We're going to see a lot more startups there. We're going to see a lot more businesses use stablecoins. Perps is another thing that's specific to crypto. Prediction markets are another thing that's specific to crypto. I think the issue is that people are realizing that some of these success stories may not tie back directly to Bitcoin and Ethereum. And a lot of people are holding just Bitcoin and Ethereum. So when that's not the case and that's not where the value is accretive to, then that's where people have issues.
Somebody just said, Ansem, I saw you say you bought a few coins the other day. I thought Sol was cooked. What changed? Want to bring that tweet up and just talk about that a little bit?
Which
you tweeted, I'm buying coins today. I don't know. I saw it too.
I'm buying memes on Solana for the first time in a while. That went crazy. I'm still in bearish major. I'm still high time frame bearish, Bitcoin, ETH, and Sol. What changed? I think that there are periods where attention is low in crypto and there's some things on chain that can do really well. So during the last bear market, there was, I don't know if you guys know GMX. GMX was like a DeFi, decentralized purse protocol. They're not doing well now. But GMX did really well during the bear market. And there are products on chain that can have smaller market caps that can do well, even if majors are not doing well. Like one of the games I played towards the end of, not this past cycle before last cycle, in like 2021, 2022 was DeFi Kingdoms. DeFi Kingdoms did really well while I was literally in cash with the rest of my portfolio. But you never know when something's going to pop up on chain that may be new, maybe innovative, and may be able to get a lot of attention when not a lot of people are like risk on. So that's the general reason why. I've seen some cool stuff pop up, but yeah, I guess that's a good question.
So back to Hyperliquid, Polymarket. Really, it's just trade literally everything. And that's kind of what we're seeing, right? With like CT, I guess you could there is an argument to be made that CT is dead. Maybe it's dead for good reason, and maybe it needs to be. Maybe this all does need to kind of like form and like kind of blend its way into like just one broader conversation around finance and just trading and investing.
Yeah, I mean, I think that is the thesis. The thesis is that It's actually our thesis at Bullpen. Our thesis at Bullpen is that you should be able to trade anything at any point in time very easily. Our word. So any market, and that's one of the reasons that Hyperliquid has been able to do so well, even with crypto volumes down, is because they also have perps on stocks, they have perps on commodities, they have perps on pre-IPO markets, and so all these things that people are looking to trade, they can do this on the same platform. And that's also what we facilitate through Bullpen. Like you can trade prediction markets on Bullpen through Polymarket. You can trade perps on Bullpen through Hyperliquid. You can trade Solana coin. So all these things you can do in the same place. And we also make it super easy for anybody to onboard money into crypto. So we currently waived all the fees for doing on-ramps and off-ramps. I don't know if you guys do on-ramps and off-ramps through centralized exchanges, but you typically have to pay like 40 bips, which is like 0.4% when you're on-ramping and off-ramping. And currently you can wire money in or ACH money in directly to Bullpen without any fees. And it's near instant with how the deposits are. So actually, let me see if I can share my screen. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so as I was saying, trade everything. Literally any market that you want to trade, you can do here on Bullpen, whether it's stocks, we have Micron, we have SanDisk. It's actually ripped back to all-time high. Yeah, literally an all-time high today. This thing has been a monster. It's think since it's listed, even on Hyperliquid, it's up like 4x or fucking no, it's up like 6x almost. So people keep asking like why do we not have an alt season? Why are alts not doing well? Well, because there's better risk adjusted plays that people are taking in stocks, and you can also trade leverage on them. So this is, I would say, the closest to what we saw of like alt season in past cycles, where you would see alts do like 10x, 100x across the board. And you're seeing that now with stocks with perps. And so that I think that's one of the reasons that Hyperliquid is going to continue to do well as a platform, and one of the reasons that we're focusing so much on this area. Because we think it's going to continue to grow. Even SpaceX, which is honestly a really cool market, there's nowhere else to trade SpaceX before the IPO actually happens, which is, I believe, tomorrow actually. So right now they've done 100 million in 24-hour volume. Open interest is 176 million. And this is really the only place you can trade this. So this is something that crypto has like uniquely enabled for retail speculators. And I think that the pie of retail traders are going to continue to grow for people looking to trade stuff like this.
Talking about SpaceX now?
We're talking about just generally trading. I was looking at the markets for stocks, we have markets for crypto, commodities, the pre-IPO stuff, even the indices we have as well. Yeah, just the thesis about being able to trade everything, I think is going to continue to be the theme. Everybody wants to trade.
While we're on the subject, SpaceX's IPO is happening tomorrow, June 12th, right? It's like the biggest IPO in history. And everything that I'm seeing on Twitter, like general consensus around this IPO is don't touch it. Do not buy SpaceX IPO. And I saw a tweet here that articulates it like this. Here's the problem. No one else can solve it. There's no chart. Never buy a day one IPO, etc.
Go back up to the top again. Let me see. Theoria. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah.
Some random fucking guy.
His name's French. I don't trust him.
But this is kind of like general, like this is general consensus. I've seen a lot of tweets like this. This is just a more like articulate one.
Yeah.
Basically saying IPO pop, boom. Obviously referencing like other big IPOs and why to stay away from it. I know you have a contrarian take. Yeah. How are you feeling personally about this SpaceX IPO? Because I mean, it's all I'm seeing. It's all any of my friends gifting me a bunch of subs. I appreciate you in the chat. Sorry, but
yeah, bro. I actually think SpaceX might be along. I actually think it might be along per se. I haven't touched it yet, and I've been looking at the SpaceX market. So I'm probably gonna trade this. Actually, I might position on this probably tonight, to be honest.
Are you baiting clips right now, or is
I'm
this
dead ass not? No, I'm not really not. I'm not baiting clips. I'm not. I think the reason I think it might be along is Elon is really good at getting people to buy into narratives before they get popular. And SpaceX, like it's launching at a super high valuation. I think it's like 1.8 Is it 1.5 trillion or what? What is it? What is this at? 1.6 trillion. Yeah, 1.6. Oh, so it's launching around like 1.6. But the reason I think it could still do well is that like a lot of it's gonna trade, like a lot of the float of the total float of the shares that's trading is gonna be like 4%. Like it's not like the entire float is gonna be tradable on first day. And Elon owns like 50% of it or something crazy high. So I think what you're actually gonna see, I think a lot of people are gonna try and fade this because a lot of the other as you said, the standard like consensus around how IPOs are gonna do is like they're not gonna do well. But I think it's gonna rip a lot of people, to be honest. I think it's gonna go up before it
I have to do it too. This is coming from a guy who, by the way, literally asked Twitter, when is the SpaceX IPO?
This was a farm. I was farming with this.
Okay. Bro, literally using Twitter like Google.
Bro, somebody said you use Twitter like Google, and it was like, how do you have so many followers when you use Twitter like Google? I'm like, bro, I have this many followers because I do use Twitter like Google. It's actually true though. Like I go back and forth with people all the time on Twitter about like things I may have an opinion on and want to see what other people are thinking about, or stuff I think may be controversial. I'll just put out the opinion and then get people to push back on it. A lot of the times I get new info that I hadn't thought about before when I'm talking about new projects and new things. So I use Twitter to put out like a lot of my thoughts just go direct to fucking Twitter, bro. I tweet. That's why I tweet so much. How many tweets do I fucking have?
Look at this tweet. SpaceX's IPO expected to create 4,000 new millionaires, including some cafeteria workers whose compensation packages include employee stock options per Bloomberg. So some lunch ladies getting rich tomorrow or what? That's crazy.
I do think with the downside, when the downside pressures are going to come, and what I need to actually do research on tonight that I haven't done a lot of research on is like what the vest is on for all the employees and like when they're going to be able to sell, because that obviously is going to be the huge overhang. But if you don't have to deal with that,
is it usually typically?
I don't even know, to be honest. I don't know what the standard is. It really varies a lot by
case by case.
By case by case, yeah. Let's see. I wonder if I can find this.
Are you legitimately going to trade this, or is this just something that you think could go, the other way?
No, I think I am going to trade it. Actually, I'm going to
Really?
pull it up. I might trade it like now. Where's my this? Let's see.
Why is this everybody's?
Oh, my fault. Go back.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I was gonna ask you, why is this day one retail buys, retail sellout down here? This is where you should buy. 12 months in, 10 months in.
This is literally every single post about SpaceX is this exact same post.
Yes, it is.
Every single post.
Why?
Because it's the typical trend with IPOs. Like if I'll pull up the can we pull up the? I want to pull up the Coinbase chart. Like if you pull up the Coinbase chart, let me pull up TradingView real quick. Coinbase is a pretty good example. Coinbase did this. Twitter did this. I think even Facebook might have did the same pattern. But it's a very common pattern. I think CoreWeave did the same.
Yeah, everybody's spamming in the chat. Check every IPO. It's clockwork. This is every IPO. It's like, what makes this different? Because the 4% thing you were talking about, and just Elon Musk being the GOAT.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Oh, this is my dang. Look at my old chart. This is kind of sick. I haven't pulled this up in a really long time. I had my old markups on the Coinbase chart. I smashed this trade. This is one of the trades I smashed when I smashed Solana the second time. But yeah, so Coinbase, if you look at it, it was like it IPO'd. So IPO'd at fucking whatever 400 first day. Yeah, around like bottomed at 325 first day, went down, up a little bit, and it like this is typically a pattern. It'll trade down and then go sideways for a bit, accumulation to find its actual low, then it'll actually have its breakout and go higher. It's a very common. I think CoreWeave did the same thing. Well, I guess CoreWeave ripped pretty hard. So what is the stark
difference? That's what I'm asking. Just as a retard, and just for the fellow laymen in the chat or anybody watching, what makes SpaceX different? Because we're all reading and we're all seeing, do not buy SpaceX. Do not buy SpaceX day one. You're talking about longing it, which is fucking crazy. Like you're actually legitimately the first person I've heard say that.
I'm
so
thinking
if you smash this, if this is another fucking never fade Ansem type moment, if we're 2 weeks in the future and you were right, a month in the future you were right, 100 days in the future you're right, I don't know. I won't know what to say, but I will know to at least give you the credit that you're the fucking only person that said this.
Well, I think it's a combination of things. Like there's a lot of the two main reasons that I've seen that people are bearish SpaceX is because one, they're not making a lot of revenue. Like their revenue numbers are not reflective of
like
something that should trade at like
18 Bs versus like Walmart fucking 600 Bs. I saw a tweet about that as well.
Yeah, if you do we have that? We should pull that up if we have.
I'll pull it up.
I was saying on so there's two main reasons that people are bearish SpaceX right now. One is they don't really make any real revenue. Like they 20 billion, Walmart makes 700 billion, SpaceX valuation 1.75 trillion, Walmart's valuation is 1 trillion. But the thing with SpaceX is that it's not looked at based on its current revenues. Like the thesis around if SpaceX is going to do well is way into the future. If Elon can do all the crazy shit in space that he's actually talking about. So like their revenues now, that's why it's been priced like that. It's not priced off its revenues now.
I feel like Elon Musk and Tesla kind of helped popularize like narrative trading, or like, you know, like really like shine light to that being like a viable thing. I just feel like a lot of
Elon's like the GOAT. I mean,
yeah.
But Thread did a really good interview with Good Alexander I think it might have been a few days ago. But he was essentially talking about how Tesla, Elon fucking crushed Tesla, and it was more so around the thesis of what he could do in the future than the actual existing today product and what they were building. But he's usually right on like a long enough time frame that it makes sense. And I think that the similar thing with SpaceX, I was going to say that the first thing is like the concerns about the revenue. Second things are like the valuation that it's launching at. So it's coming out the gate at fucking 1.75 trillion, whatever it is, 1.6 trillion. But if a lot of the supply is not actually tradable on the first day and people aren't like selling on the first day, then obviously it's the same thing as like the low float high FDV altcoin situation where it's like, yeah, it's a super high FDV, but there's only so much of the float trading, and it's very manipulative, easy to manipulate. So I think there's a lot of people also who are very incentivized for SpaceX to do well. Like there's a lot of huge IPOs coming down the pipe this year. OpenAI might be this year. Claude, Anthropic might also be this year. And the entire stock market right now is like
kind of hanging
on what SpaceX does good or does bad. Like there's a lot of people who want the SpaceX IPO to do really well.
That's another
SpaceX fucking rips.
Is like, yeah, if this is this gonna pop like the stock bubble? Is this?
Because everybody's saying like this? Yeah, there's these big IPOs are coming. If they sell off, we're like obviously at a lack of liquidity. Where's everything gonna come from? So I think if SpaceX does well, that's like another reason that people have to be, we should still be bullish on the rest of stuff. I do think.
How exactly do you think tomorrow plays out?
Let's see. Let me pull up the fucking chart. Let's see. I might not choose longest right now. I only have all my positions are in this. I'm fucking short ETH and I'm short XRP right now. So yeah, just based off the chart, to be honest.
Short ETH and XRP is so funny.
I'm short ETH and I'm short XRP. I am. But if I was gonna trade this, I would trade SpaceX, to be honest. I probably just take this right now. So it's traded like sideways and down pretty much since the launch on Hyperliquid. This low here at 160, it broke beneath it and then it reclaimed this low. This is typically what you see at like bottoming patterns on the low time frame. So if I was going to try and long this, the way I would long this, I probably would, if I'm longing it right here, my stop would be underneath this low right here, like it's like 158. And probably targeting like,
yeah, some people in the chat are asking too right now, how do we get to this? Is this on Bullpen? Yeah, as you can see in the top left corner of the screen, you can actively trade SpaceX right now on Bullpen.
Yeah, this is on Bullpen. So app.bullpen.fi should be very easy to navigate to. If you go to the trade page,
and it's all supported by Hyperliquid, yeah? Like that's basically, you can basically trade anything that's available on Hyperliquid on Bullpen, correct?
Exactly. So any market that Hyperliquid has, you can trade on Bullpen. We're just up front end for that, like that back end. And yeah, if you go to more, you click markets.
Giddy, I love you, by the way. I love you. You just keeps gifting people in the chat. You don't have to do that, Giddy. I love you. You're the best.
But yeah, if you go to more, you click markets, and then you click pre-IPO, this tab, you'll see SpaceX is like the first market that comes up. And yet that's how you navigate to this page. But yeah, bro, I don't know. I think it's gonna rip like the
Somebody
first.
said that we got a KYC for bullpen.
No, you do not.
No. Again, you don't have to KYC for Hyperliquid, and it's same shit.
Yeah, you don't need to. You can literally make an account in less than 15 minutes. I should time it and see if I'm wrong on that. But if I was going to trade, let's see if I can just get some just for the fucking, let's see.
So it's trading currently on Hyperliquid below what it's going to open at?
Well, I think it's actually estimated to come out at like 135, I think, and this is a slight premium to that. Okay. So we'll see depending on what it comes out at tomorrow.
You can also short this on Hyperliquid, correct?
You can short this.
Not advising anybody to do that. I don't think shorting SpaceX is a great idea either, but
I just think it's crowded, bro. I do think it's really crowded. I think a lot of people are going to try and short it on the open. I'm curious to see how it does tomorrow, but I do think it's going to be regardless of what happens, I think it's going to be a good indicator of people's confidence in the rest of the market. Like if this thing nukes tomorrow, if SpaceX does really poorly on launch, then I think that's bad for markets. You can, whether you have a position in this or don't have a position in this, I think it's a good indicator of like what you should be doing.
So just
with
in terms of spiritually, let's avoid shorting SpaceX because it's just really, really bad. We don't love making money where everybody else is getting fucking fried. That's horrible.
Yeah, it's pretty dark. That's why I honestly hate making money shorting in crypto. I honestly feel bad because I know a lot of people are like always holding shit. Stocks is different because it's like, I don't really care that much about stocks. But crypto, I feel like it's slightly different. But you need people to short for stuff for things to be priced correctly. But yeah, we'll see how SpaceX does tomorrow. I'm actually excited for this. It should be good information for how the rest of the market is going.
It's good content. It's a fucking movie. It's a movie happening in real time. Motherfuckers talking about putting people on Mars and shit. We'll see how it goes. A lot of people speculating on like Elon kind of merging all of his companies. What do you think about that? Just calling everything X. Tesla, SpaceX, Twitter, all of it. Ticker X.
Damn, that would be fire. I mean, I don't know how. I mean, he did that with some of his other companies. Like he combined X and XAI into SpaceX. So I mean, it's
which makes sense because X has the distribution, right, to people. Like that makes sense.
Yeah, I think people actually were expecting XAI to do a lot better the past year or so than they have been because they just have so much real time data happening all the time. Like that a lot of other people don't have. Them and also Google. Like Google, Gemini, I think people have expected to be a lot better than like what Claude and what ChatGPT
it's interesting. That's interesting, right? That Anthropic's come out of fucking absolutely nowhere, and that, you know what I mean, and they're kind of like
crushing it.
It's kind of, that is crazy. While like Google, Apple, X.
I want to shout out this guy who I feel like I find these accounts every once in a while that are like, I can tell are really smart, but are not followed by a lot of people. And they're just putting all their thoughts on. I know like eventually they're gonna get followers if they want to get followers. But I found this one account which I think is a good account, and I think I'm pretty sure he's a dev. I don't know who this is. He doesn't follow me. I just found him through like being on the internet 24/7.
Following him right now.
So this guy calls himself Roy. I don't know what his actual name is, but he writes a lot about AI and about LLMs. Like you can clearly tell that he uses these things every single day, all the time. And he has a lot of interesting takes on them that I've been reading. I think are interesting. Like I like to find people who are subject matter experts on X and just literally follow them and learn from them. I think this is one of those guys.
Smart.
He's a dev. So he goes through. So this post, he did like a long post on long post about the biggest misconception people are having by far on LLMs. I'm not going to read this whole thing because it's pretty like deep. But he's talking about the different ways that LLMs work, the different types, like the most popular LLMs, like his opinions on them. He essentially was saying that like Anthropic is better at marketing than they are product-wise when compared to GPT because they don't have as much like compute.
My favorite marketing campaign, really the only thing that I've seen that I really have enjoyed that has been produced by like an AI company in regards to marketing, commercial, etc. ad was I forget where they did it. Was it the Super Bowl where they like basically shit on ChatGPT, where like they made it like, you know, like their experience, the user's experience with ChatGPT is very robotic and like not authentic. I don't know. That one stuck out to me, and I was like, oh shit, Anthropic kind of cooked with this.
They're really good at marketing, bro. Like they're crushing.
Ever since then, by the way, ever
marketing.
since that ad, it's been up only. Like I feel like that was really the beginning of like their kind of sweep and kind of takeover.
Yeah, but yeah, I definitely agree. But I think this dude's just essentially. I just like his takes that he's put out so far.
And listen, I'm 34 years old, but I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and say this motherfucker's profile has a like aura, real aura.
Doesn't it?
Yes, bro, it does. Mom's basement, first of all. Mom's basement.
Bro, I like this guy. I don't know who he is. I like
Roy G. Biv. Roy G. Biv is the entire like color spectrum. It's the rainbow.
Yeah.
Red, orange. That's how you remember fucking red, orange, yellow, green, blue, whatever. It's hard. User bin Roy G. Biv, and then his fucking like, who the fuck is this guy, bro?
I don't know, bro.
And then followed by Ansem is just, this is funny. This is so good. This is so good.
Yeah, it's fucking lit. He's lit, bro.
Fuck, man. What else? Fable 5. We talked a little bit about at the beginning about how we haven't tapped in yet.
Yeah, we're behind. We're not up to speed, bro. We're behind.
Is it Hermes? What the fuck is it? How do you pronounce it?
Hermes. I think Hermes.
Is it Hermes? That's like becoming quickly like the 1-2 like stack that people are using. Hermes and Fable 5, and we haven't tapped into it yet. We're gonna fucking do a big session tomorrow. But I don't know. I thought that Anthropic was putting out like a specific tool to build video games because that's all I've seen in regards to Fable 5. Maybe that's because it's my algorithm, my For You. I don't know. People in the chat, I don't know if you guys have seen like Claude, Mizkif, for example. There's a clip of Mizkif. Let me try to find this right here. Look at this shit.
Damn, it came in with one thing. I just said, make me a Minecraft clone.
He one-shotted this?
Holy
he just said, make me a Minecraft clone. It branded it the way that it wanted to. It's like, it's insane. Right here, make a Minecraft clone.
5 minutes.
That was the problem.
Not even 2 minutes.
And it spat that out in 2 minutes. That's fucking insane.
That's crazy.
Gaming studios cooked. Like what is this shit not coming for? I don't know. This is why everybody fucking hates AI, because people look at this and the immediate knee-jerk reaction is like, oh my God, like you're just fucking, you know, you're taking everything away from people and you're just giving it to AI. It's insane. I saw some really fucking cool ones too.
You know what's interesting? It seems like there's a lot of like the cost, the software cost is going down like a fuck ton. Like you're going to be able to build these apps like a lot easier than you're building them before.
Saw something about ChatGPT putting their costs way down. I think it was a Polymarket tweet.
Yeah, I can see that. I saw it too. But I wonder how people are thinking about you still have to solve the distribution problem. Like that's something that AI can't do for you. It can build you the greatest app in the world, but then you have to get people to use it.
I was thinking about this before too. Why
that seems like a moat.
Why OpenAI and Anthropic are like calling all these things different things? And I thought about like Steve Jobs and what he would do in these scenarios. It's just weird, right? It's like Fable 5 and Opus 4.7 and this. It's like very like nerdy developer, like hardcore internet user coded. It's not really like friendly, user friendly, you know, for the average person. Like, which one do I use? Do I use Opus or do I use Fable? Do I use this? Do I use that? Do I use ChatGPT? And it's like, I don't know. I think that's where like a lot of these leading models are like behind and like you said, how they're being distributed. But I don't know. It's shit like this though, for example, is like everybody in the chat, likely, if you know me, you've played video games at some point in your life. It's a huge part of my lore. It's a huge part of my career, my come up. And like a lot of people, it's like the stereotypical like archetype of fucking, 18-year-old kid who's unemployed, who fucking plays video games all day. This obviously appeals to a person like that, right? Like this is an opportunity for someone like that to fucking capitalize and like find a lane for themselves, find a career for themselves, build on top of this shit. Did you watch this video? I was saving it for this. I wanted to watch like the how they you haven't seen this? No. Let's watch this together as a family, as a chat. 53 million views because Anthropics got it like that. Yeah. 100,000 likes, which is nice to see because we don't want people to hate AI. AI is good. It's not bad. And yeah, let's see what the fuck this is saying. I mean, I don't know what to say about that.
Yeah, I didn't know. It feels like very light. It feels like very like light, like not serious.
Not a ton of content in there. I don't know how people are supposed to understand that you could take this tech and this tool and build a fucking, GTA clone with it. I feel like people should know that, right? Yeah. Like that's been the most appealing, interesting thing for me. I'm like, what? I can go build a video game tomorrow in fucking 20 minutes. Sounds incredible. That's cool.
Yeah, I wonder what more marketing they're doing around, like how they're selling it. Because I know that they did a huge push on like Mythos. Like Mythos were like, oh, Mythos can break all these different like companies, like software and all these other different things. We can't release it yet because we got to put safeguards on. They put safeguards on and release Fable. But I think a lot of the Mythos marketing was
Mythos has the most aura, the most
for sure. I think a lot of the marketing was for like the corpo, like the selling to corporates. I think was
look at this shit
for them with that.
Somebody said make Skyrim, and it made this.
Bro, there's no shot it made that in one shot.
It did.
There's no way, bro. What the fuck?
This is insane.
That's crazy.
Guys, you can make this shit right now at home. You can make this shit with Fable 5. This is insane.
That actually is crazy. Next, I'll use Fable to create Fable.
That's
what I thought they were going to say. I thought it was going to be Fable. Did you play that game?
Really
Fable?
Yeah, that game's amazing. That game's way ahead of its time in terms of like being able to like, change the trajectory of like your character's life and like different outcomes and shit. That game was fire. That was one of the only games that what would you classify that as? Like an MMO, like
MMORPG?
Yeah, like a solo. I think that's the only one of those I've ever played.
Yeah, it wasn't an MMO, I'm tripping. It was solo, yeah, like a large RPG.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked I like Diablo, bro. Diablo was my like MMO kind of RPG game. I love Diablo. Well,
is this one fake? Look at this. Claude Fable 5 is unbelievable. Prompt: make a realistic open world RPG about running for mayor in LA. Side quests so unhinged, even more addicting than fentanyl. this has to be fake,
fentanyl.
Right? Look at this.
Vote for Nithya.
Skid Row.
There's $3 in it for you.
Giving the homeless guy $3 to vote. Is this real, chat? Yeah, somebody said it's fake. That's an AI video. It has to be, right? Throw fentanyl? This is crazy.
Throw fentanyl is so fucked up.
Bro. I don't know, man. I think that this is incredible. I'm excited about a tool and tech like this. I think that this like kind of almost in a way decentralizes and like allows for any person on the planet to like enter this median in terms of like it being an art form. Like the same way, the way I think about it is up to this point, up to 2026, all of our favorite games, we'll use GTA, for example. I talk about GTA a lot. Rockstar is celebrated as being, the people / studio to produce that game. Who makes GTA 5 or GTA 6? Rockstar. Who makes amazing video games? Rockstar, right? But you look at other mediums of art, like music, for example, or just like traditional like painting, art, it's one person, right? Like music, sometimes you have like, somebody who does the singing part of it and somebody who produces it. But like a Kanye West, for example, this is one guy who produces music in real time, and he's the one who's celebrated for it. And I don't know, I think it's just going to be cool to see like individuals building games by themselves and what that looks like and having their own swag and aesthetic and building their own world. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like where it's like in like 5 years from now, 10 years from now, like there's going to be a Kanye West of gaming in regards of like not them being good at the game, but then being good at building games. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that does make sense. I feel like it opens up the like creative world for what you can do so much if you're a young person. It's kind of awesome.
It's incredible. I feel like everybody watching this right now, like you could right now go into the trenches and use Fable 5 every day, fucking few hours a day, and be one of those guys. Why can't you be the Kanye West of gaming? Why can't you make the next GTA 6? You can. You can.
Yeah. Yeah, right? It doesn't even have to be gaming. Like it literally could be anything. I think like you always hear about the kids who are like god tier software developers now, and they started building apps when they were like really young, started just messing around with computers. But like think about if those kids were able to mess around with computers, what they would able to like at that age now though, like with what AI can do. Like I feel like the people who are learning how to like learning software now, like kids, they're gonna dominate. It's they're just gonna have so much knowledge that you wouldn't have been able to get quickly before.
It's insane. There's no excuse, right? There's absolutely no excuse.
Yeah, no excuse at all.
I have here, you want to talk about Google admitting AI needs new money?
Yeah, so Google, I think it was either last week or the week before last week, they did a raise, like a 80 billion equity raise. They're going to use the proceeds to like continue their investments in AI. And people are talking about it because that raise is like bigger than any of the current IPOs, like bigger than the SpaceX IPO, how much they raised for that.
ADBs.
Yeah. And people are like, well, why are they selling their equity? Because their equity is up a lot right now. But what people are saying is they think other tech companies might also go down that path where they're going to start selling equity instead of just using the debt to finance all their AI spending. And then it's like, if all these big companies start selling their equity, does that shake confidence in investors who are obviously holding the equity in these companies? And does that mean it's like harder for them to get the necessary cash that they need for all their capex for like over the next year or so?
Is this good or bad for AI? Is this good or bad for Google?
I think in the short term, people are going to be spooked by it. Like I think markets are going to be spooked by it. But I think what people continue to discount with all these big tech companies spending is they're actually spending very smartly, and that the spending that they're doing is adding to their bottom line revenue. And I think if you're Google, you have the smartest people in the world working for that company. They think that it's worth spending that much money right now because they think that the AI is going to be just so much exponentially better over the next few years. And you have to spend, because if you don't spend the money, somebody else is going to spend the money. If somebody else spends the money, then they're going to have a leg up on you in this area. So I think they're thinking that it's going to make sense. I think it also is going to make sense on like a longer time frame. I think it could spook like markets a bit in the short term.
Right. We have Intern coming on in about 10 minutes. Before we do that, I have here, you want to talk about Pluralis, and I want to talk a little bit about that too and ask you some questions on that. But you want to kind of open that conversation. We want to touch on Pluralis and Venice AI, and how I don't know, you had a bar, you were talking about if anything is going to be the next Bitcoin, it's going to be something like Pluralis. You didn't explicitly say Pluralis, but yeah. What the fuck even is Pluralis? Because before today, I didn't know.
Yeah, so the reason for this thoughts, I said that this is Kel did a great write-up on Pluralis. Essentially right now what is that?
I don't know.
Essentially right now, what the way that the kind of the AI economy is working, there's a lot of closed source labs like OpenAI, Anthropic, a few other ones. They're spending a fuck ton of money on training all these models. And the reason they need to spend a fuck ton of money on training all these models is because they're getting all the best GPUs, co-locating these GPUs all in the same place, and then spending a lot on the training and on the inference when they're with these models. Pluralis takes this and is like, okay, how can we do this at like a much cheaper cost and use, instead of like a ton of the best GPUs in one place, use a diverse set of GPUs from all these different places. So it's essentially trying to solve the decentralized training problem, which people have said is not able to be solved. Like you can't compete with the way these labs are currently doing it. So it's a very difficult problem to solve. But if they are able to solve this problem, then it kind of disrupts the entire AI economy and how it's working right now. And then if they're able to do it in a way that uses a good coordination mechanism such that people are benefiting from contributing to this protocol, then the upside is like huge, because if you have the reason that crypto did so well early on with Bitcoin is you had all these people in different places around the world that could contribute to this globally decentralized network. And then they were incentivized to contribute to this network by receiving Bitcoin for upholding the network. If you have something like Paralysis, where you're not just receiving coins for doing this random work, like just solving these provably hard math problems, but if you're actually doing this decentralized training that is necessary to build these revolutionary models that people are using every day, like we've seen Claude and OpenAI, Claude and ChatGPT have a fuck ton of users. Like
basically it's giving the general public more access to be able to go and build things like Claude and things like ChatGPT. Yeah,
not necessarily to build the models,
to train them,
giving the public access to the process of training these models then incentivizing them. But yes. So if you think about if they were able to create a model that's as good as what ChatGPT and Claude have right now, I mean that'd be crazy. Nobody currently right now thinks that that's possible.
So essentially, AI made cheap and much easier to access. AI training made cheap and much easier to access. And this is kind of in line with Venice and why thoughts around that and just kind of like solving the problem of privacy. I don't know, more and more every single day, especially hearing you talk about crypto in the markets, it's hard to not come to the conclusion that AI is crypto's only hope at this point. Like, I don't know, that's what it feels like, at least today, June 11th, 2026.
Yeah, I mean, I think if crypto is able to solve the problems that the current AI economy hasn't been able to solve, and they uniquely do that, then crypto is a moonshot.
Someone said in the chat, it's also its biggest threat, which is low key. It's poetic almost.
Crypto is AI's biggest threat, or AI is crypto's biggest threat?
AI is crypto's biggest threat.
Yeah, no, it is. It is for sure. It is for sure.
I don't know about crypto being AI's biggest threat. I feel like crypto's fucking single men under 30's biggest threat.
Bro.
That's about it. That's the only thing crypto's threatening at this point.
I mean, I think it's true though. Like I think both things can be true. I do think AI is obviously a huge threat to crypto because you have all of these decentralized protocols where if you're able to hack them, you can take the money and it's immediately yours. Like that is a thing that's uniquely specific to crypto that you kind of don't have the same issues with if your money's in
crypto is crypto's biggest threat. That's just.
But I will say that I think crypto is uniquely positioned to solve some of those problems if like the open source. We talked about this with the Kosh CEO, but if open source AI can compete with the closed source AI, huge risk to.
Geo in the chat. You just said just got into crypto. Now I'm being boxed out. No, if you're listening,
who's being boxed out?
He's just saying he's being boxed out. He feels like he's being boxed out. The move, you just take the floor and
boxed out in what way? What does
I feel like there's no opportunities in crypto. I feel like that's how people feel. Like I just got into crypto. Like I don't know. Historically, it's like a fucking retard could just invest in Bitcoin, right? We saw a clip from Lacey last episode where he's talking about full porting his entire life and net worth into Bitcoin, and then it fucking falls off a cliff. That's not even a viable strategy anymore. You're short Bitcoin, right? Long term, it's like, I think what he's asking, what he's getting at is like where does he go? And that's what we're talking about now. Pluralis, Venice AI. I mean, follow that trend. Those are spots that look good. How are you explicitly? I'm just going to ask you directly. How are you positioned in crypto right now? Long, like what do your longs look like? You're short Ethereum, XRP. I think those are good bets to take. But
I mean, yeah, it's kind of the same positions that I've been talking about. I still think Hype is going to continue to do well. I still think Venice is going to continue to do well. Zcash after the exploit, I actually think, like technicals wise, I do think there's levels it needs to reclaim before it starts trending again. Like I'm kind of expecting it to go into a longer sideways period. But I actually think that after they solve the exploit that they found, it's actually going to be hardened. And I think that the thesis around Zcash is going to be stronger after that. So that's my current take on that. Outside of that, there's not a ton, I think, of stuff that I'm like bullish on the holding right now. Actually, I do like cards. I think cards is doing well. I think the TCG area is one that's going to continue to see increased volumes, and they have a unique business model that other people aren't really replicating yet. So I do think that's an interesting spot. What else? I would say that this current juncture in crypto, where a lot of people have like a negative perception of crypto, is usually when the best opportunities arise, and when you should be doing the most research, because it's just how things work. Like when a lot of people aren't expecting things to do really well, there's like the smart people who are building these products before the marketing of these products happen. And then once the marketing of these products happen is when the average person ends up finding out about them. But there are people who've been working on and building these things for years. Like even with AI, there are people who are working at OpenAI for years before ChatGPT had a breakout moment. But you, like as an average person, did not know that people were working on solving these problems. And I think there's similar things happening right now in crypto where people are working on really are problems that crypto uniquely solves that you're not really going to see get popular until after the fact. So that's my current thoughts on crypto and how to be bullish on it. But yeah, there's always opportunities to pop up. Do we have the that graphic from the check the chat?
The old man had to take a piss. Somebody said, well, what is after AI and crypto? Robotics, low key. Which is a high key, which is a pretty good segue into fucking Intern. Do we have him?
So I mean, software has went insane. That's been the current AI trade has been like around software, but none of it has been like around hardware. And I think that's one of the reasons we have bringing Intern on to talk about Robo Strategy is that's a trade that has not happened yet. And it's really, really hard for retail to put on that trade. Like, how do you get long robotics if you think that's going to be a game-changing innovation over the next few years? Like Tesla is probably the easiest way right now, but generally it's a very hard trade to put on. So that's why we're thinking about that.
I think I'm out of focus a little bit. If you guys want to fix that before Intern gets in here. Yeah, he'll be ready in 2 minutes. Cool. This should be good. Yeah, I mean, if you want to get really ahead of something, the AI shit hasn't even really happened yet, and robotics for sure hasn't happened yet, right? So it's like,
where is it at? Is it
throw it up in the middle of the screen? Yeah.
Oh, appreciate you. Yeah. So this past week we talked about the last challenge that we had at Bullpen. We did the 25K to sign up. Number one P&L gets 100K. I'm currently in first. Hopefully I'll be in first in a week and win. But yeah, we're doing another challenge where the starting balance isn't as high. So if you just have $1,000, you want to compete in this challenge, we're going to see who can run up 1K to 100K. And we're going to be giving out prizes on a weekly basis for all the people, different people who are doing well in the comp. And it'll be the same situation where you can trade all the markets that I just talked about. So everything that's on Hyperliquid, you'll be able to trade, whether that's stocks, whether that's commodities, whether that's pre-IPO markets, whether that's crypto, whether you want to be long, short, and the leverage changes based on the asset that you are buying or selling. So yeah, we're going to be starting this soon. Do we have the link for people to sign up yet? Is that live or no?
Pull up your shit. Pull up the leaderboard, Z, on your laptop.
Yeah, I'll pull it up. The current one. Yeah, let's see.
Also, I did want to say, you talked about Pluralis. I think we should try to get that guy on.
Yeah, we should. He actually follows me. Yeah, so I'm still up. I'm still in first. I had a lot higher P&L last time I was on the show. So I was wrong about the breakdown on Bitcoin breaking beneath 60K, and gave back some of the P&L that I had. But yeah, currently in first. We've done a ton of volume on this market. Had some really good ups and downs and swings. I know there was this leaderboard has looked different every few days, so it's really fun to see how much people have gone up and down. Like this guy Drew is actually a good trader. I'm pretty sure he's long. He's probably long hype right now. He's a super bullish.
How's TJR doing?
I don't know. He was really loud that first week. He was like, "Yo, I'm number one on the leaderboard. Just joined last week." I don't know how he is right now. I don't know where he's at right now.
That's funny.
But yeah, we need to get him in here. I wish he would have been on the conference. Would have been able to see him in here.
You being in first place is way too funny.
It is funny because people were talking mad shit about me, bro. They were.
Pluralis Research. Who's the guy? Who's the founder of this? Who's the man to talk to?
Alex Long, I think is his name.
With a last name like Long, also.
Long.
That's aura.
It's good.
Wow. Alex, if you're watching this, come on the show, brother. We'd love to talk about the product.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him up after this.
Let us know.
It's all these like machine learning PhD guys, bro. They just like are not. Like CT doesn't even know who these people are. No idea. No idea.
And by the way, the general person doesn't even know what the fuck CT is, right? So it's like so far deep down the rabbit hole, and like I don't know, it's very, very niche. But that's where the best opportunities are, right? Is in these very slim, razor thin, tiny little spots.
I'm telling you, when I found Solana for the first time in like whatever 2021, the very beginning of 2021. Solana was not popular. Nobody was talking about Solana. Nobody even knew what Solana was. And then it got really popular after the fact. There's a lot of investments that tend to be like that, where if you're early and do the research before other people know what they are, that's where you get your asymmetric returns from. Like nobody was talking about ETH when ETH was $10 and then it went to fucking 5K.
That's what I respect so much about you and identified as far as like your talent is identify, because at the end of the day, it's all just identifying potential, right? It's like being able to see potential before other people see it. And I was born with the ability to see potential and fuck off YouTubers and streamers and kids who make retarded videos on the internet. And you were born with an innate gift in doing that for markets, specifically crypto. I wish we could trade. Even for a fucking week.
Trade, bro. I don't want that help with talking to people, bro. I don't even like talking to people like that.
Even for a week, man. Even for a week.
But no, it definitely is the same skill set. It's a very, very, very similar skill set. I found that like even on Twitter, I was just talking about that guy Roy, but there's been a lot of traders that I found on CT when I was like starting out, and even after I started blowing up. Like there's some really talented traders. They just had no followers. They didn't have a following. And I was like, yo, this dude's smart as fuck. He's doing his research. And you find them and then like boost them and bring more attention their way. Cause I feel like there's a lot of situations like that where they just need like a spark of attention and then they blow up after that. It's like that with a lot of smart people, I feel like.
I mean, we're about to talk to Intern. His entire story is basically rooted in that, right? He started the Intern meta, that whole thing that's become like a CT wide. I mean, even just like a fucking Twitter wide thing at this point.
He's looking like the king of attention, bro.
He's here? Okay. Can they hear production? Yeah, I do read chat. Kilo Manny, I do read chat. Yes, sir.
So they can hear us or not?
They can hear us. Different fonts. Talent manager brain in different fonts. ASAP. You're proving to be one of them. Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, sir.
Airbag 900. I really appreciate you, brother. Appreciate that a lot. Somebody said you get neck tonight. Probably. One thing that I definitely got on most of these streamers. I'll take the W's where I can get them at this point. Somebody said gross. I mean, you fucking asked. Right? The King Julius said bubbles on it. That's really, really funny.
Blowing bubbles on it. That's the fucking phrase, bro.
Not only does he read chat, he pays $10K to have the best way to read it. Mo Polo, my man. You see it. You see the vision. You see where our heads are at. I'm trying to get 10 bands for the chat, Ag. Well, if you haven't submitted it by now, you have till the end of the day. It's June 11th. Get it in there. We're paying somebody 10 bands to do a fucking $500 job. All right, Kevin's here, intern. He is our first guest of the day. Yeah, he was just announced as Robo Strategy's CMO. He's a friend of Ansem and I's. We've spent some time in person, IRL, and we have a little bit of lore with this guy. At Intern on Twitter. Kevin, man, how are you, brother?
Yo.
Hey, doing well. Are we live? I feel like I can only see myself here.
Yeah, we are live.
You can't see us? We're live. You're live.
Pull up Twitch.
I'll pull up the stream.
Maybe.
Yeah.
No, there. 1 second.
Or Twitter. Yeah, Michael's going to send you a link so you can see what we're seeing.
Got you. Dude, Michael's a goat. Michael, and I'm very sorry for moving stuff around today. I was literally at a robot factory and was trying to get back to New York. Traffic was crazy. But this one is like, dude, like, have you guys ever seen Spider-Man 2 with like Dr. Octopus? And he has like those arms that come out of his back. Like this company like literally like builds those things and moves them around.
Bro said I was at a robot factory.
What the
I swear.
Hey, Kevin, let me know. Put me on, brother, because I'm in desperate need of some robots. I gotta keep up. I'm in the market for some bots, brother. Let me know.
I know. Dude, I think that people can actually buy this. It's called Standard Bots is the name of the company. We just announced or they just announced their fundraise on Tuesday with Robo Strategy as the lead, but these guys are really cool. Evan Beard, the founder, is like absolute hidden gem. I think he got to like 2,000 followers on the fundraise day, but he deserves way more love. He will get way more love in the future for sure. But yeah, dude, they're not like the humanoid robots that I think everyone's excited about. These ones are like American manufacturing, put them in a factory. They're like enormous. They're super strong. It's literally like if you pull up Doc Ock, like the Spider-Man guy from the second movie with Tobey Maguire. It's pretty cool.
Well, obviously it goes without saying, but a lot of these robots are going to be designed from perspective of AI, right? And just designed to be optimal at what they do. And I think that people, just because of culture and like movies and things like that, are like married to the idea of like a robot that looks like a person. And outside of explicitly just being like a familiar design for people to engage with, it's likely not to be like the most optimal design for what a robot looks like. Like your household robot, Jetson style robot that like in your crib and helps you with day-to-day tasks and things like that probably doesn't look like a person, right?
Yeah, it's funny enough, like, you know, like early CT where people would get in like hotly debated arguments where they're like, you know, like SegWit and the Bitcoin forking comes to mind. Where like, you know, we need small blocks, big blocks. It's like a hotly contested or a hotly debated thing in the space. And like humanoids being a good form factor or not is like that for like really deep robot nerds. People lose sleep. They yell about this. It's crazy, but both will absolutely be huge. Like humanoids, the form factor, you know, you think about all of the labor jobs that people do in real life, like those jobs are set up for humans, right? So if you have a human robot that can do all the same things, right, clearly that's going to be a good form factor to, you know, be able to just drag and drop a robot in place and have it be effective. But then, you know, there are a lot of tasks that like humans aren't that good for, right? Like they're large industrial arm robots have existed for a long time. They just haven't really been supplemented by AI or as cost effective as general purpose. So both will be really important, but standard bot's definitely one to watch for the manufacturing side.
I want to back you up just a little bit because it's amazing to hear you just speak on this. You're a really sharp motherfucker. And obviously I know you in the context of crypto, and a lot of people probably watching this right now know you in that context as well, at Intern, etc. I know we have like a personal relationship to some degree outside of that, you and Z as well, kind of by way of Monad. Just wanted to hear you talk a little bit about yourself, how you got involved in crypto, how you met guys like me and Z, and how you found a way to you found a path from that to now being like the CMO at Robo Strategy, you know, right underneath fucking Andrew Kang, who was also supposed to be on today, who's like one of the most goated fucking CT trader guys of all time. Like his story is fucking biblical. We gotta get him on next week. He's got to come up and jump in next week. But
I know he will, dude. He like actually just had business at that like he was there with me.
Yeah.
But we will absolutely get Kang on here.
We need to.
Yeah. So from my side, I got really into crypto in 2017. I'm 28 now, so I was 19 at the time, freshman in college. But like I studied physics. I was definitely a math guy. And so like emerging technology science was always what I was interested in. Crypto seemed like a really cool path. Like DeFi, I like got Bitcoin pilled, and then DeFi happened kind of the year after that. And it just seemed like there was so much innovation possible. And so fell down that rabbit hole. It was really exciting because there was such fast growth. And I think like a truism for an industry is when there's really fast growth creates all opportunity. And so it seemed like an attractive industry to work in. It solved a lot of the problems that like I honestly was passionate about, right? Like I think Bitcoin is a really good thing for society. And then it's also directly monetizable, right? There's a whole trading industry getting built out. And there weren't really any experts either, right? Because it's a new, like nobody was doing crypto for 20 years, right? As you go into finance or something, people have been doing finance for 20 years, right? You have to really climb up a ladder. But so yeah.
Equal playing field, yeah.
Right, yeah. It's like more, like the outcome is more driven from your aptitude and kind of raw intuition instead of
this is what we preach on the show too, and that's exactly one-to-one how AI is today. Like that's why we urge and push people who watch the show to jump on that, because it's the same for everybody. Everybody's starting square one, all the same.
Right. Yeah, well, 100%. And so like that was cool. There's a lot of reasons that it was attractive to me. So got really into crypto. With my own capital, I started working at CMS Holdings, where like Dan is the man. He runs at CMS Holdings account. But I literally joined as an intern when I was still in college, and so that's where the kind of the intern namesake came from.
How'd you get the ad? Somebody in the chat asked.
I actually met the guy, like coincidentally met the guy who had it.
It's called fate. That's called fate, brother.
Right, what are the odds of that happening?
So, dude, he like I don't know if this is like if the guy is doxed for this, but he has like a crazy amount of handles. He actually like I'll give you guys the background at a different time.
He's a typical calm kid, like hacker calm guy, like bunch of handles.
He's like 45, dude. He's 45 years old. And
well, hey, let's not,
No, but I'm just saying he like saw Twitter when he, and just got a bunch of handles, and he's kept them. And I'm like, I promise you, I'm the only person who will ever have use for the intern handle. Like there's no one else in the entire world who would ever need this.
That's true.
And he's like, word, like I'm doing nothing with any of these anyways. So he helped transfer it over, but.
Free? Was it freebie?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's fucking crazy.
Dude, he was fun. He was a good guy, but.
You might have to spin the block and buy that fool a watch or something at some point. I mean.
I know. For sure. Yeah. Yeah, so I got really into crypto. I was doing venture investing. Monad came across my desk, and I got super excited about it. Like it kind of it's hard to like put yourself back in the state of 2022 crypto because it feels like today is so different.
Yeah.
But like 2022 crypto was like Solana is going to flip Ethereum next year because it's so much faster, and it has all these really good fundamental traits to it. EVM compatible, like the tech side was still pretty hotly debated, whereas I feel like today people just don't even really talk about it or don't care. But this had all this stuff that I thought was important. The founders were super cracked. And so I joined the team there. Was like kind of the first non-engineer to work on the team. My background was in venture, so I, more or less helped or did all of our fundraising, all the marketing, kind of community growth, everything that that like now when you see Monad online, right, like that, I started from scratch and just built that out. And then, Ansem and Banks got involved in the fundraise, which was really cool. And that's kind of how I feel like Ansem and I, we had hung out before. I remember like playing basketball. But Banks, I think that's how like we got introduced the first time. And then yeah, that's kind of the backstory.
I swear
on the
to
crypto
God,
front.
I think I answered a cold DM about Monad. And thank God, by the way, because I passed that off to Cross, was like helping me manage like my positions and stuff at that point. I'm like, hey, do you know anything about this? And he's like, fuck yeah. And like you said, it's hard to put yourself back in the mindset of 2022, but this is right after we saw ETH do what it did, right? From fucking 2017 to 2020. And then we saw Solana do that also. So everybody's looking for the next L1. Like, what's the next Solana too? And like lot of conversation and narrative around, you know, Monad being that. So that's what kind of was the through line between all of us three. I know Z, we talked a lot about that as well. I know Thread Guy too. It was a big thing. And yeah. So how do you go from working there to being the CMO? It's a fucking huge position, by the way. Congrats. It's fucking epic. And it's incredible.
I feel like that guy, like the story, the guy who traded a paperclip up and like ended up with like a house or something. It's like, I got like CMS intern handle and I've just like traded it up to, and then spent but no, yeah. So the robot side is interesting. I was talking to somebody who I think is like probably the smartest person that I know, who I consider like an actual friend. And they were talking about robots like early 2023. And it kind of planted the seed in my head. And then a little bit over a year ago, I got super, super pilled on robots, like the market size for them, the fact that there's going to be this like insane amount of demand. And there's really only a few companies that understand this and are building towards it. Valuations were not crazy whatsoever. And so I started tweeting about it. Andrew Kang reached out when he saw me, ripping tweets about robots being the future. And said, hey, I'm raising for this fund. So I got involved as an investor in Robo Strategy. That kind of accelerated the flywheel and maybe dig deeper and deeper. And I'm like, this is career level bet size. My conviction is super high. I think Andrew's the right guy to do it. I think the vehicle is like a perfect way to express this bet on the future. And there's also like if you wanted to join a fund for robotics, like there's not much you can do besides be an investor or like portfolio support. Whereas Robo Strategy also has a marketing component. So I'm like, I can take kind of the go-to-market stuff I had done a lot in crypto, apply it to the fund and like actually add value in a meaningful way. And so that just seemed like the perfect fit. And so, yeah, talked to Andrew Mark about it. I initially was just sending them ideas as an investor. I was like, guys, you got to do this. This is going to be so smart. Like, this is what's going to happen. And I think at a certain point, they're like, you should really just come and do this.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, man. I mean, as somebody who exists primarily on like the media content side of things, that's what I'm most excited about. How things kind of evolve and manifest their way into the physical world. What human beings' relationships look like with robots. When I think about how we scale the show, for example, I have visions and dreams of like having a third co-host that's AI and eventually building, her own body and like producing the show that way and having, that brain and that system produce the entire show A to Z, automate everything from clipping to all of that. And I really do believe that, I don't know, it's cool. And I share that same passion and that same like vision. And I don't know, I feel like all these like AI companies and robotics companies are really far behind in terms of like the marketing piece of it. Am I right in feeling like that? Like,
dude, 100%. Like,
why is that? Why is that? When attention, we preach on the show, money, AI, attention. When
focus on the research.
That's what it is, right? It's the same thing CT suffered from for so long. It's like, that's why during like NFTs, like when anything was slightly cool, it would fucking go crazy because like we're so not used to that. We're not used to the content. Like this show, for example, it's like the media like this doesn't exist where we come from, where we spend our time. It's like, I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah. I actually have, after having talked to a bunch of the portfolio companies and robotics companies, that exactly what you just said, right? Like, why are these companies not good at marketing? Hit me in the face like a brick wall, and I've not been able to unsee it now. And my theory actually is that crypto monetized attention so directly that people actually got really good at it, right? There was a really big arms race in crypto for who can get attention because it was directly monetized. And I think that like people, even within crypto, like to kind of shit on crypto and be like, oh, it's this scam industry, like this NFT barely, but like there kind of was an arms race in who could get attention, because if you could get, twice as much attention as the next guy, your project might be worth $500 million more. Like it's just a crazy premium. And so I think people take for granted, like that arms race produced a lot of people who are really good at capturing attention because there was a high premium to do it. They spent a lot of time understanding it. And so robotics it is shocking to me when I talk to a company what their plan is for go-to-market. Like there have been a number of times where I'm talking to a company and I'm like if crypto is an 8 out of 10 at capturing attention, these companies in robotics, like maybe besides Figure, because Brett Adcock is a legend, but these companies in robotics are like a 1.5 out of 10. Like they do not understand the fundamentals whatsoever. They have no idea. Like there was a company that posted their raise announcement and it was like this enormous block of text. It didn't even say how much money they raised, and then a screenshot of an article. And I was like, guys, like, but I do think like that creates
opportunity.
If you know how to do it, the opportunity,
the demand for it.
Right. It's just nuts. And so I think we're early to seeing that. It's not going to exist forever, right? Like as these companies grow and valuations get big and people see like, oh, there's actually a lot of opportunity in robotics, it's going to attract talent, and that opportunity is going to get captured, right?
Distribution, media, content, all these things, all things marketing is what feeds my soul day to day. This is what I'm most passionate about. And if anything ever pops up relevant to like that subject specifically, as it pertains to any of these robotics companies or brands that you think show promise, especially, as it relates to what we do or the content media world, the streaming world, the YouTube world, please let us know. Because I fucking love that. And I'd love to fucking help any way that I can or get involved any way that I can.
Yeah, I got you.
The show also too, of course.
For sure.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah,
go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, dude, it's like, it is incredible to me how little talent there is, and also how much benefit these companies would get from doing even a little bit. So yeah, I would imagine that I will take you up on that. Like I imagine there actually will be a ton of opportunities.
The bare minimum. You see like go ahead.
The most common comp I think for like Robo Strategy obviously is MicroStrategy, where I think the name comes from. Can you talk a little bit about why Robo Strategy is structured the way that it's structured? And I guess like the advantages of doing it that way. I know people have their opinions on Saylor, like whether they like him or dislike him, but he was a master marketer at what MicroStrategy did and did a really good job of like accumulating value for the shareholders of MicroStrategy. I think a lot of people kind of don't give him enough credit for doing that because they don't understand what exactly he was doing. So I'm curious if you could give like a general overview of why Robo Strategy exists the way that it exists and like the advantage of doing it that way.
Yeah, for sure. And my worst nightmare ever is like going on live stream with Z and Banks and then like saying something that gets me in trouble. So I'll give like the high level overview, but so think about MicroStrategy, right? Where like Michael Saylor is running MicroStrategy, people are buying the stock, and then he's essentially leveraging that to go and purchase more Bitcoin. Like that is the high level overview of how the vehicle works.
Yep.
Robo Strategy, and this is before most companies could actually purchase Bitcoin. And so he was actually kind of closing a market access problem initially, right? Like people could buy MicroStrategy, but they couldn't buy Bitcoin because of whatever reason, like whatever legal or access reasons that they had. So that was their way to get like proxy exposure to Bitcoin when people wanted this.
Yep.
Now it's like literally anyone in the world can get access to Bitcoin. It's like, it's very, very easy. And so the access problem is what he went after first. Now you saw like a bunch of DATs and stuff, and they don't really make a lot of sense in my opinion because there is no access problem. Like you can buy Ethereum fairly easily. Like there isn't closing that gap, but initially when Michael Saylor did this, it actually was the case where it's hard to get access to Bitcoin. Robo Strategy is trying to solve that access problem for robotics, except instead of instead of there not being a way for you to go and purchase Bitcoin and so you buy MicroStrategy instead, robotics is like only a certain number of firms or individuals can actually get access to these deals. And so we think that the robotics industry is going to see a ton of growth in the future, and people will want access and exposure to these companies. They think that they'll grow a lot and they want to be able to express that financially. Right. And so since they can't actually get access to these deals, Robo Strategy is a good proxy way to get exposure to like these underlying companies.
Makes a ton of sense. I mean, yeah, it seems like the access problem for this is much harder than it was for people just buying Bitcoin. Like, it's a lot more difficult for the average person to invest in these companies. That makes a ton of sense.
You see it right now with AI, brother. It's like all we can read about is how crazy these companies are being valued and how much money is being fucking thrown around, and the average person can't find a way to invest in it or align with the interest of it. It's fucked up.
For sure, dude. And like, and the thing about robotics too, which is different from Bitcoin, and this is kind of like what gets me fired up to like do a good job marketing Robo Strategy so people understand what the future of robotics potentially will look like, is like, if Bitcoin is very successful, right? Like, it's this different monetary system, but kind of everyday people still use cash, right? Like, if robotics is extremely successful, like these companies are building robots that will go in and replace people that have labor work, right? Like, there's not, like, imagine like the most evil situation is like this big private corporation that is like worth trillions of dollars is building these robots and just take everyone's jobs. And like, there's no way to hedge against that or like get exposure to the company. Right. Like, at least if you can invest in that future, you can protect yourself from that happening. Like, if it's just this huge Goliath private company, like it would certainly create a lot of social unrest. And so I think allowing people to get access to this thesis is like, I think it actually does a lot of good for people as well.
Yeah. And I know we've talked about how crazy like Anthropic, OpenAI, their valuations are close to $1 trillion now in privates. But the robotics market is a lot smaller than the software AI market currently right now, right? And I guess you talk a lot about the TAM for robotics and how much it can impact different jobs globally. Can you talk a little bit about, I guess, how people think about the total addressable market for robotics and how big the current market is right now? Like, where are we? When do you think robotics will have like the ChatGPT kind of moment?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of market sizing, like, this is one that I actually had to listen to 3 times before it actually made sense, and then it clicked. I'm like, oh my god. But like, if you want to speak literally about it, right? If you're automating labor, the total addressable market is kind of the size of the labor market, right? If global GDP is around $120 trillion, labor is about half of it, right? So that makes the labor market about $60 trillion. Yeah. Which is just nuts, right? It sounds like a number that is so big that you're like, that's not real, right? Like, tell me a real number, because that one can't.
Yeah, you can buy the world with that.
Right. You're like half the economy. Right. Yeah. Right. But like, if you reason from the ground up and come up with a number from there, I think it is a lot easier to understand. And so if you take, for example, Walmart and Amazon, right? They both have over 1 million labor workers each at their companies. They pay them somewhere between $40,000 to $70,000 per year. Say you had a humanoid robot that could just directly replace labor. It's a one-time purchase of $50,000, and you own it, right? And it just does labor indefinitely for you into the future. Right? This is a hypothetical, but just like, imagine that this is the case. If you think like $50,000 one-time purchase versus somebody who you pay $50,000 year over year over year, there's benefits. They work 8 hours per day. This robot can work 3 human shifts, and like, it doesn't mess up. and you don't have to pay it in the future. It's like a one-time upfront cost. And
there's no liability. They can't get hurt. They can't fucking go off the deep end. They can't fuck shit up. They're going to be perfect at their jobs. Yeah.
Yeah. Super, super efficient, much cheaper. And like labor is actually an enormous cost to these companies. If they can reduce that, they're going to, right? If they don't, somebody else is going to, and they're going to make the product much better.
Well, is it fair to say we've already kind of seen this come to life in the shape of Tesla, right? Like I feel like that's going to be the first example of the average like task and job that a human being historically has had, which is to drive a vehicle, becomes autonomous, infinitely safer, infinitely more efficient. What do highways and what does traffic look like in that world? Do they even exist at that point? Like if a car can fucking go 500 miles an hour because every other car on the road is autonomous, then it's like infinitely better, right?
100%. And that actually has some parallels to the humanoid argument as well, where it's like, even if you have if you had built for autonomous cars in the beginning, roads would probably look different, but you didn't, right? You built out all these roads. And so having a car that can drive on those is probably the best way to do it, at least in the beginning. But yeah, just to finish the example for market sizing, right? So we already know that there's like over 1 million robots in demand at these companies just to replace the current labor. They cost $50,000 and you sell 1 million of them. That's $50 billion in revenue, right? Like a tech company that does $50 billion in like, what is Anthropic's number right now? Like it's around there, right? The valuation of that is like $1 trillion. And that's just for Walmart and Amazon, right? Like there's billions of labor workers, right? And so if you just like run through it logically and scale this out and go, okay, there's billions of, Elon Musk constantly says there's going to be billions of robots. There's going to be more robots than humans. The market for selling these things is just enormous, right? Like you can quickly get into the scale of trillions or tens of trillions. That's not a promise, right? Like this takes into account some assumptions, but like that is the demand for automated labor. And if we know anything about like really good technology, profit-seeking companies, when there is that enormous demand, right, they will find a way to fill the gap, right? They're going to manufacture these robots. Like Elon Musk is going head on at these things. They shut down 2 separate car lines just to start building Optimus. Like the really smart people see this and they're going as fast as they can to try to build it first, because like the market is enormous, right? You've never seen a market that size before. So the race that is like just now starting to kick off, I think will actually look a lot like AI, but potentially like even quicker acceleration.
So you think that that's not priced in the labor market, the value that the entire labor market has? Like,
I mean, look, like roughly the size of the private robotics industry is like $200 billion.
Bro, that's insane.
Like total, dude.
The total value of all the robotics industry is worth less than Ethereum right now. That's what you're telling me.
By the way, that might be the fucking trade, folks. It might just be the trade. Like,
that's insane.
That's insane.
Like I think to cite like the last paper that I found that was cited had it at 90 billion at the end of 2025.
Damn.
And it's like roughly $200 billion. Like, dude, Pokemon cards total market cap is $50 billion. And it's like, what are we talking about? And so like that gap, right? Like 200 billion in private robotics today versus
someone in the chat's asking, how do we long the robotics market? That's what we're here discussing. Robo Strategy is the way to do it. It's a viable, proper way to do it today. 200 billion. That actually blows my fucking mind. That's crazy.
It's crazy how small it is.
What's AI at right now? Total combined.
Anthropic and OpenAI are like $2 trillion alone.
Yeah, 2 trillion.
Right. You'd have to break out like what Gemini is in Google
and shit. Yeah.
But yeah, easily trillions.
And trillions. Yeah.
But yeah, wow. I mean, dude, OpenAI just said, they announced either last week or the week before, like they are now going to try to build, like they're launching a robotics division. Wow. It's like really an arms race that has started to heat up within the last year. Like the growth is just starting to come into the market.
And I know on the marketing angle, it seems like a lot of the things that the labs have messed up on is kind of like the angle of marketing around displacing jobs for people and how some people may take that negatively. I know Kang has talked about how it's also going to be important, like how you frame it within the context of like the US and like the partnerships that these robotics companies are going to have with the US, and then the discussions with what labor is going to look like for people if it's not these specific jobs and how those people are going to be incentivized. I don't know if you can, how much you can answer on this, but I guess how are you guys thinking about like the marketing angle of these robotics companies, like on how people will view them, and then I guess how you're thinking of how to align with the government in the US to be like a positive influence in the market for people?
Yeah. So there's kind of two questions, right? There's like society at large, how do they view these things? And then like governments.
Yeah.
I'll answer them in reverse order. I would be shocked if this is not like a national priority by even call it the end of next year, right? It's very like the race right now is very much like a USA and China style race. Like those are the two countries that are far and away in the lead for robotics. And also like one way you can think about it, right, is like, how do you think Donald Trump like thinks about AI? Like genuinely in his head, he's like, is these tech guys, it's like Google, but a lot better. And they can build really good military applications, but like, it kind of is this abstract thing. And he's like, people tell me it's really important. It's really powerful. So we want to win at it. Like if you put a physical robot in front of him that was like faster than any human in the world and was like simultaneously the best surgeon that has ever existed and could beat Roger Federer at tennis, and like you just watch it, he's going to be like, this is ridiculous. But this is like, this is the single best piece of technology I've ever seen. And like that, the spark, the fact that a robot is so visceral does a lot on the marketing front and is going to shape what people in general think about this. And so like, imagine Trump sees that. He's like, do I really want 100,000 Chinese robots running around the United States or in the factories? Like there's a surveillance side, there's like literal military applications that you would be afraid of if a different country kind of like owned all your robots. And so that side, I think very much will be important, and like helping to shape, like they really don't know what to think about robots, right? Like I mentioned Standard Bots, that was the factory I came from before the call. Like Evan Beard is going and testifying in front of Congress to like help inform how they should think about robotics. And so I really do think like the people, the market is small right now. Like we said, it's around, call it along the lines of $200 billion in the private robotics market. The people who are like leading these companies now, a year from now, 2 years from now, they're going to be the people that the government is calling on to help inform, right? The same way Elon or Sam Altman or Dario goes to the White House to talk to them about how they should think about AI. And so I think, there's something visceral about like this giant, or not giant, but like a robot in front of you that can do superhuman things. So I think that will become like a national priority. You'll kind of see like the country race and that heat up a lot. In terms of society, you can like the marketing and messaging around it can only go so far to once you sit on the subway and there's like 3 robots next to you. Like it's like they're.
Again, we saw it with Tesla, like for a very long time.
It's going to happen.
Yeah. For a very long time, people thought the idea of autonomous cars driving themselves was just like fantasy and in sci-fi, and until it happened. And obviously Elon Musk is one of the great marketers, storytellers of our time. And I don't know, we kind of saw it play out in real time with that. We have you on for 4 more minutes. I know this is like a normie coded fucking retarded question, but I really want to ask it. Movies like iRobot, for example, Ex Machina, these depict robots, especially the humanoid robots, in ways where, it's a possibility that the outcome is that they turn on people and fucking enslave people and kill people and all this like doomer crazy shit. Is that actually possible? And what's your opinion on that?
I mean, is it possible is like a loaded question, right? Like anything's possible. I would say like you kind of,
Well, we talked about Pokemon cards. My Pokemon cards aren't going to turn on me, and fucking Pikachu isn't going to fry my ass through the card, right? Like that's
Right.
not possible.
Right. I think that the only way where this will actually work is if they are very tightly regulated, and in the build of the robot, they're building in things to the robot that makes it impossible for it to like go and do bad things. Right? Like the one that sticks out of, it's not even a robot movie, but I think of like Star Wars 3, when it's like the clones, you know, the Palpatine's like execute Order 66, and all of a sudden like everyone that you thought were your friends just turn and go evil.
Yeah.
Like you can introduce kill switches, like there will have to be almost like a UN around how these robots should be governed, because dude, anyone would be uncomfortable if there's 100 million robots in the US, and like generally they make your Chipotle burrito or like deliver medicine or like take care of your parents in the old home, that's fine. But if you're like, oh yeah, if this thing gets a software update and it can come and like kick my ass, like that makes me uncomfortable. Like even the fact that it can. So I don't know. It will need to be treated like a weapon. But I do think the economic incentive to build this out is so strong that they will be. But I think, you know, similar to like AI alignment, I think is, you know, because this is just physical AI. It's just an embodied AI that goes and does things. So I think it'll probably see similar oversight to that. But it is a very fair question. Like once I got robot pilled, I'm like, that became the thing that I was worried about. So I'm trying to be on the front lines, like help inform it and make sure the future actually looks really good the way that I think that it will, not it should.
Before you head out, if there's anything you'd like to say, just speaking to the audience directly, maybe try to keep it more like layman's terms. You spoke several times in this conversation about being pilled on robotics. If you had to summarize it in a couple minutes, what is the deep robot pill? What would you like to say to the audience? How do you think that they should be thinking about not only opportunities to invest in, you know, robotics in the future of robotics, but just like socially, how should they be thinking about this?
Yeah.
Pill us, baby, pill us.
I don't have any investment advice, to state plainly and clearly.
Never.
I think that you should imagine a future where like you can actually build robots that can do anything that humans can do, and you can mass produce them. And then understand, like, if you look at the economic incentives of companies so like, if it is 95% cheaper, right? If you can cut your costs by 20x to use robots instead of humans, like, do you think companies like Walmart and Amazon will do that? Right? Like, clearly the answer is yes. And so if there is this enormous market, and like AI just got good enough to allow these robots to exist. And so like they just became possible to build. There is trillions of dollars of economic incentive to do it. And now we're seeing an arms race of all of really the top tech companies in the world trying to build these out to capture this market. Like, just take all of those thoughts in your head and think, like, do you think this is going to happen? And then if so, what do you think some of the impacts are of that? I mean, and then the other side of it is like, look, the private market is $200 billion right now. And we just established that the market size for this is like potentially the labor market of like 40 trillion to 60 trillion dollars. Like, I don't know, dude. Like, you do the math. I'm not going to do that.
I think what's unlikely to have been priced in at this point too is like the sex market. Somebody in the chat said, I want robot neck. No, but this is a real thing.
I don't
right?
want
like,
robot neck. I do not want robot neck.
It's inevitable though, brother. It's inevitable. I'm definitely slashing a robot at some point. You have to for the culture, bro. You have to. Come on, you're not going to fuck a robot when the time comes.
I'm not. No, I'm not.
Please stop.
Oh my God.
Let's be real. But like, that's a fucking another $1 trillion market, right? Sex work, porn, OnlyFans, all that stuff.
I do agree. I agree though.
It's
anything's possible.
It's gonna happen, bro. The incel rate's going fucking bananas. People are spending all their time online, especially these fucking kids who play video games all day and are the ones building in this fucking weird AI robot median. I don't know. Robot neck doesn't sound horrible. They're going to be better than real girls, right? Like in theory, that's the thesis. They're going to be better at all things.
Banks is like, they're better at tennis than Roger Federer. They're better surgeons. Like, you do the math.
Facts. I don't know.
I don't know how much time we got. I have a quick question. Are there any companies like at that you guys have invested in at Robo Strategy that you are like really excited about that people may not know about, or you think people should do some more research into that they're doing cool stuff? I know you guys have made a ton of investment.
Yeah, I'll give 2 areas of depth, because like if this is the first time you're hearing about robots, I'm not going to tell you like go look at this like hidden gem.
Yeah.
If you don't know any robotics companies, like go check out Figure AI. Their handle's like Figure_robot, I think, or Brett Adcock, their founder.
Yep.
They did like a 9-day straight live stream of this like literally 9 days straight, this robot just like doing packages as fast as a human. That to me, honestly, might have been the ChatGPT moment where like they got 10 million views on this. It was huge. And people are like, oh shit, like this is real. Like that, they could hire that robot right now. And
is there Twitter?
Figure_robot.
Figure_robot, I think. Let me double check.
Is Jesse here?
Figure_robot.
Cool.
Yeah, go ahead.
So yeah, that one is like, if there's any robotics company to know in the world right now, it's Figure. They're leading the charge in a bunch of different ways. And then I would say if you are like built on robotics and you're thinking, okay, I want to find a cool company that most people don't know about and do some research on, I honestly would check out Standard Bots. I mentioned earlier, we led their fundraise that was announced 2 days ago now. But they're like, there's a lot of humanoid companies out there. They're doing really cool things for American manufacturing. Their team is really cool. Like I said, I just came from their factory. So if you're looking for gems, I think Standard Bots is sick. But Figure AI is definitely the one to know if you're just starting to get into the space.
Cool. Appreciate you, brother. Isn't Figure the one that came to his big investment into also? Yeah. Fire.
They were like the first kind of like, they were like the shot heard around the world when they did a fundraise at, I'm going to misquote it, but like somewhere around $2 billion. And then a short period after we're valued at like 40 billion. And I think that caught the eyes of a lot of people in tech and in venture. It made them go like, something is going on here that I'm not understanding. And so that was like the first wave. And then I think we're actually living through the second wave of kind of realization of what these robots can do right now. There'll be multiple waves. It's like ChatGPT 2 right now in robotics.
Chat, guys, listen to this one. This is the one that you might not be late to. Robotics. I feel like people are all fucking on this AI tip. Robots aren't gonna, the world isn't gonna be taken over by robots in the next, year or 2 years. We're talking about, a decade out, 2 decades out. You think a little bit earlier than that? We'll save that for Andrew Kang next week. Kevin at Intern, thank you so much. We have Jesse, MTV Jesse, in the queue. He just got to the studio. He's actually here in real life with me, Los Angeles. Yeah, really appreciate you coming on, brother.
Appreciate you, brother.
Let Andrew Kang know we're rescheduling for next week. And yeah, we appreciate you, brother. Congrats on everything. It's been fucking awesome to watch. Keep trading that paperclip, brother. Keep trading that paperclip all the way up to the fucking to the tip top.
All the way to the top.
We'll do it. Thanks for having me on, guys. It was a blast.
Love, brother.
Chat soon.
Hey.
Take care. He's the best, huh?
I love Intern.
He's a handsome son of a bitch too. He's sharp, man. He's sharp. Yeah, we have Jesse here. I'm gonna take my 18th piss of the episode, and then we'll.
Bro, you got to get your bladder checked.
No, stop, bro. It's because I'm talking and I'm slamming water and I'm slamming that. I go, it's only this, and my fucking cortisol spiked. I'm fucking nervous. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
I feel you. MTV Jesse, what a name! What a good name.
He's the best. Yeah, take it away for a second. Let us get set up, and then we'll introduce him.
Oh, our SpaceX is moving, bros. Our SpaceX is moving. What do you guys want to hear me talk about right quick? Let's see. Dum. the asset I talk about the most. Ethereum. Yeah, I still don't think it looks great, bro. I think in markets you have four things that are always at some point happening. You have either accumulation, which is when something is trading sideways and then the demand outweighs the supply. Usually the bottoming formations where stuff is trading in a tight range and then breaks out. You have distribution, which is when price is trading in a tight range and then supply outweighs demand and price ends up selling off, breaking down from that range after. And then you have either trending up or trending down. Those are literally the four things all markets do. Doesn't matter what asset, every single market. And the reason I'm currently bearish on ETH, we are at a key support level, but we just had this range from all of February till June now. It's probably like 4 months or so, whatever it is. Yeah, about 4 months. And we just recently broke down from this range. So we've closed beneath the range lows, the lowest weekly close in the past 4 months. This is like a really important level, I think, that we're going to need to reclaim for me to be bullish again. But yeah, we're starting a trend down. So if this level, which is like the main weekly close of this entire range, isn't reclaimed, I think we're going to continue to trend
dog shit
downwards.
Ethereum is. Sorry to cut you off.
Well,
Ladies
yeah,
and
exactly.
gentlemen, here's our guest, our headline guest of the show today, episode 6, MarketBubble. Jesse.
What's good, dude?
How you doing, baby?
I'm good, man.
Hey, don't scooch in there. Get comfortable.
I like the red.
What are you sipping on right now? I thought you were sober.
You guys gave me this. Got a little Modelo in here. No, I'm back on I have a couple light beers.
I did not know this. There's a lot for us to talk about, a lot for us to catch up on. Guys, W's in the chat for Jesse. I'm so excited for this.
Oh, this is live. Sick.
Yeah, we're streaming. We're streaming on Twitch. We're streaming on my Twitter, on Ansem's Twitter. It's all over the fucking place.
Oh, sick. What's up, dude?
What's good, brother? How are you? Good to meet you.
Good to meet you too. I'm good, man. Having a Modelo. Got a little Lucy in the lip. Feeling good.
You look good, man. Wait, let me see those glasses.
Yeah.
I have the same ones.
Oh, I got like 5. These are the best.
I have the same. These are the best.
Those are the best.
Yeah, the Oakleys, the vintage Oakleys. They're not expensive too. They're like fucking what, $50 on eBay?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Best.
Listen, so Jesse, Ansem, obviously this is like a meshing and blending of the worlds. I would assume this is probably the first finance podcast you've been on. This is a podcast all about finance.
This
AI.
is the 5th.
Oh, really?
No, I'm kidding.
It's the first one.
He's playing. Cool. He's fucking with us.
So for Z, my co-host who might be unfamiliar, anybody that's been following me for a long enough time knows like how deep it goes with you, all the lore, the Cloud House stuff, the early Nelk stuff. But for everybody at home who might not know, the people, the fintech bros, the finance bros, Ansem, you want to give yourself a nice little intro, introduce yourself, let us know.
Yeah, I'm Jesse. You probably might know me from Nelk Boys. That was kind of the big thing we did for about 8 years. Exited that like 3 years ago ish. And now I'm starting Sunday Studios, a couple years in on that, just pretty much building streetwear brands, but also doing the studio model of everything we do A to Z for our own shit for other people, that we select. That's where I'm at.
I think something that isn't talked about enough and you don't get enough flowers for is how incredibly like ahead you and Kyle were and Nelk and Full Send were in regards to just like turning a wildly successful platform, fan base, YouTube channel into like an exceptionally successful business.
Mm-hmm.
I watched you guys do fucking $30 million in a day in merchandise in my fucking living room, in our living room at the Cloud House in LA. And what year was that?
2020.
2020.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm in meetings all day long about fucking product IP and content IP, et cetera, et cetera. And every single one of these new wave, influencers and content creators are all focused on how to, capitalize on their success, their media success and all the attention that they have. And you guys were doing that, before anybody. And how you guys kind of turned like that natural, genuine Ronas with the boys culture, beers with your homies culture into Happy Dad and launching your own fucking, adult beverage. Again, very, very steps and worlds and years ahead of like the market in terms of that. I just wanted to say how impressive it was for me to kind of see that happen in real time. And a lot of these deals are big deals. I mean, you want to just take us through that day that you guys dropped that merch and did those numbers? Like, what did that look like?
It's crazy. I mean, it's pretty much up there with like, I don't know about peak, but pretty close to some Supreme drop style numbers. What I heard from the industry is just like, you know, making $1 million a minute, like when we would drop this shit. And now that I'm like out of it and looking back at it, I really do think that I learned so much about marketing. It's just like a fucking story. Like, I think that is a majority of the success of what we had.
Yeah.
Like whether it was like small shit, like we still shoot videos, but we have no AdSense. We're too like R-rated for YouTube.
Yes.
Like all this shit that like, hey, we rep Rona season, but they don't want to fuck with us because we're not brand friendly. So we create Happy Dad. It's like everything was always like just being transparent and not stopping. And people, if you can make your audience like want you to win, that's when you really win. Like,
absolutely. And set group goals, you know, like I feel like you guys represented this like huge market of this frat bro college kid, which can identify with the whole struggle, eating ramen, living in your car type of energy that you guys had and embodied. And it was very authentic. The way I always tell the story is I met you guys and you were living in your car because you really were. You guys were traveling.
I remember the Twitter DM from you.
Yes. You guys were. Yeah. And when was that? What day was that?
I'm so bad with dates.
Yeah, I'm like, horrible with it.
Fucking, I just remember we were like living in like
2017 era.
Yeah, like a studio with like 4 dudes, like, dude, broke as fuck. And
literally in real time in YouTube videos asking, hey, we're coming to Minnesota in 2 weeks. Who can we stay with? Yeah. Where can we go? Because we don't have money. Because like you said, you were swearing in every video, drinking in every video, being fucking insane, being ridiculous, fucking with people, being a nuisance. Yeah. And YouTube didn't like it. And I remember you guys like showing me how much money you would make in a month. And you guys were doing pretty well in terms of like views. I think like your average median views was in the multiples of hundreds of thousands. And you guys had a couple banger videos at this point with millions of views. Like you guys were a legitimate channel with legitimate viewership and you were making like $600 a month.
Yeah. Have you ever seen like old interviews of like Steve-O talking about the first and second Jackass?
No.
Where they were like very well known. Everyone's gonna buy you a drink, but they're broke as fuck. Like I feel like we were kind of had a couple of years of that where we were like very successful, as in people knew who the fuck we were, like 1 million subscribers, but like we literally didn't know where we're like, you know, okay, we got to buy budget chicken and cook it on the grill to make sure we get some protein today, kind of bullshit. And like we were very broke. And then I remember being in Miami and it was the first time we dropped these like crew necks that we marketed correctly. And we made like 700. I've said this before, but we made like 700 grand the first time we ever did it.
Crazy.
And it fucking, you gotta like, I'm like going back home to bartend and like figure shit out. Like, it's like, I remember just calling my mom being like, what the, bro, we figured it out. Cause you can see how the ripple's going to happen. You're like, oh, this is,
we cracked the code.
We cracked the code. We're actually okay. This is going to be okay. Like,
and by the way, wisely and smartly, I also saw them go the correct way with this all newfound success. Like where I feel like a lot of people now like flex culture, right? Like a streamer makes fucking, you know, $500,000 during a subathon and they go out and buy a car and a watch and they start dressing different. They start acting different. They start doing different shit. You guys stayed true to that. And you guys knew that was your special secret sauce. People rooting for you and being able to say with confidence and as a matter of fact, we make no money on YouTube. They're fucking holding us down. No brands want to work with us. Nobody fucks with us. We need you guys to activate. We need you guys to buy this fucking drop. We put our blood, sweat, and tears into it.
I think it would have tipped over if we had went the route that a lot of people do. I think it's like small time marketing success when people do that. I mean, I think that even like hiccups, even after leaving, and this is taking no shots, but like at Nelk, the second like you start showing that I'm benefiting from this life with private planes and all this shit. It creates this.
I don't think it's shots, and I don't think it's anything Kyle would disagree with or anybody would disagree with. It's just a matter of fact.
It's just marketing.
I think, again, I think Nelk in like full send culture is way past its prime. And at peak, again, it was all genuine, authentic, organic. The tip of the iceberg was just you guys making it and doing it and sharing that success with your audience. And then, I mean, when it stopped being about the boys running around having fun, fucking with people, that's obviously kind of where like the sauce started to evaporate.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, man, that's fucking crazy. $30 million in a day. Selling t-shirts and fucking tables and weird little knickknacks to college kids.
But also shout out Banks. You fucking put us on, my dude.
I love you. I talked about
I love you for life for that.
I know you do. And you never miss a moment to give me flowers or say that, and you have no idea, especially at this point in my career and my life, it means the world to me, brother. And it couldn't have happened to better guys. And, you know, there are ups and downs and peaks and valleys and shit. And it's complicated. It's not easy to navigate success. It's not easy to fucking come up on, you know, millions and millions of dollars and build a fucking, you know, wildly successful brand and platform with your friend and like maintain the integrity of that, or like stay on course. And it's just like things happen. You grow up. Like we're growing up in real time in front of an audience.
Yeah.
You know, I'm saying we're growing up in real time. I'm fucking 34 now, but I grew up in real time, you know, in front of an audience. I've been doing this since I was fucking 18 years old.
I know. But you're known for that. Like you don't make anyone sign a fucking contract to come help them out or put them in a house.
It's my biggest, my biggest downfall, my biggest issue.
Yeah, but long term it works, dude. But long term it fucking works. I'm telling you.
I'm going to bite my tongue on this one. This most recent venture that I found myself in, didn't set things up properly, didn't keep myself safe. And I honestly, like, maybe it'll work out long term. You know, I think the universe has a funny way of like putting us where we need to be and teaching us lessons. And I'm banking on that. And I don't know whether it's cope or not, but yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It is important to keep yourself safe. It's stressful. I mean, I remember, and again, we don't need to talk about any of this stuff, and we can. I know that you and Kyle now are on great terms, right? Yeah, I saw you guys recently doing your like tour with like Netflix and stuff. You guys went and spoke to Netflix. How's that going?
Good. Just found out that hopefully, I'm sure I can talk about it, but like an offer next week from Paramount and Netflix. So
amazing. And that's obviously media based, content based. Talking about doing a show with them and stuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hopefully bring back the Punked IP is what, if it's through Paramount, that'll be the like just perfect timing ship.
I say it all the time, especially as in regards to like live streaming content IP. Like we've seen all the most wildly successful shows thrive in like the TV show television format. You don't have to fix what isn't broken, brother. There's so many opportunities to go and kind of recreate the magic and repackage it and present it in a way that, you know, Gen Z can interact with and engage with and watch. That's exciting.
I know you were one of like the earliest groups to do really well with content early on. It seems like now content is different than what it was back then. And I've been seeing like a lot of like the theaters are focusing more on like YouTubers and pulling talent from there. How did you like specifically get into content? How did you end up linking with the Banks?
I mean, for me, content in general came from skateboarding. Like I just wanted to film a sponsor tape when I was a kid. And then that led to stunts. And then that led to an MTV show when I was young. And then that led to meeting Kyle and then getting into pranks. And then just kind of full circle that like I've always loved brand building and shit. But I honestly, when I look at it now, like the end goal, the dream goal, what I want to do that I can do till I'm fucking 80 is like fucking movies, writing, directing, acting, all that stuff. And that's kind of like the next pivot I want to be in. And I honestly think, I mean, you look at like what Baker's doing and like, I mean, dude, there's so many examples of these YouTubers that are sell like Obsession and fucking
they're going crazy.
It's also created the market of like, because I'm in these rooms talking to these guys and it's like they want to catch the next creative guy who's sitting on ideas and like give him a shot, give him, you know, 2 million and see what he can do with it. Like as long as there's some kind of example of it, I think it's never been a better time for a creator to try to like pivot and jump into that. And that's kind of what I'm hoping. Cause like I've been building that out for the last like 4 or 5 years in the background. And I hope it might just be perfect timing to bring.
We talk about it a lot on the show, but I feel like it's never been a better time to be creative. I feel like there's never been more of a premium on being a creative, and 100%. With like the rise in AI, and I know you're not a super deep tech guy, but media creation, like that is like your bread and butter. And that's how we've always connected. That's typically like the topic of our conversations in private and on camera. You know, I share that. AI is like making it possible. We were just talking about Claude. You know what Claude is, and Anthropic and stuff.
Dude, I'm deep in AI.
Oh, are you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sick.
I'm like 3 years in. Like,
oh, sick.
Dude,
okay.
I
Well,
can talk all day.
Legendary.
So I'm the fucking retard on the panel today.
I'm saying like from my point of view of the streetwear world of like running companies and using AI properly as a tool, not like a finished product. Is like dude, everyone, this hate on AI is so fucking dumb. It's like, it's the same people that hated on Photoshop because they were a painter. It's like, there's a new tool. Like
the Luddites, brother. The
you're not gonna
Luddites.
use watercolor now because you're in acrylic. It's like, what do you like? It's dude, you're so right. It's like the creatives, the best stories. Like, I mean, every type of art form is a storytelling. It's like they're just creating like an even playing field for everyone that wants to, like, you have a thought in your head and you can bring it to life. If I had an idea for a claymation short, I need 150 grand and fucking the right connect and the right, and then I find out that the short's not that great. Now I need 24 hours in like an understanding of these tools to like maybe see if like, hey, this idea actually I don't want to put all my energy into. It's like I got it because I can see a visual of it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I could talk forever.
No. Us too, by the way. And I love listening to you talk about it. And it echoes like a lot of the things that we talk about on the show. And to the claymation example, it's like, even if you're married to the art form and you want to do it the good old fashioned traditional way, how do you prove your concept? Like, how do you prove your value?
To come up with the idea. That's
come
the
up with
mode.
the idea and the pilot. Exactly. That's the mode.
The whole mode is creativity and distribution, because no matter how good the AI tools get, you still have to be the person to come up with the idea to make whatever it is that you want to build. AI is not going to come up with the idea.
No one cares.
Exactly. Yeah.
And the other thing is like how much shit got greenlit and how much money got wasted because the idea was shit, but like they have one shot at it and they go create it. And it's like, I think now it's like, I mean, like, the fucking gold's gonna float to the surface. Like it's
cream always rises to the top, 100%,
dude. Yeah,
and that is one thing. Like general consensus is like that's kind of the one thing that's like sacred and safe with people is that creative element. It's kind of like creating something brand new out of your own mind, and that's where it comes into play. Using these things as they're designed and intended to be used as tools, directing them in your vision and what you want to produce. I don't know, brother. Anthropic just dropped Fable 5. We went through it in the main show, but there's fucking kids making full video games with 1-sentence prompts. Like, make me a Skyrim clone.
So is this software all video game based?
No, it's not. But like, that's the way it's being distributed and marketed now, not by Anthropic, but just by like general people, because it's like new. Nobody's ever seen that before. Like Mizkif went on a stream and said, make me a Minecraft clone. And in 2 minutes, it made him a playable Minecraft clone.
Everyone can use it.
Yes, which is like crazy that like, we're not very far out from seeing people who are creating games the same way Kanye West creates music, or the same way that, he creates clothing, or the same way that Michael Bay creates movies, or like whatever, like, and that's interesting because that's never historically been, how it's gone. There's like a couple indie like game developers who like have some clout and are known, but it's not really like that. Right. Yeah. I think it'll be cool to see that. Like, who's the Kanye West of gaming? Like, who's that guy going to come out?
Or like, what team's going to drop GTA 6 before GTA 6?
Yeah.
Like, it's like
GTA 6 before GTA 6.
Well, once they find out that like all this, I don't know, dude, when you can drop, I look at AI in my world, when I use it, I think my biggest asset is a reference folder. It is all just like art styles and reference folders. Whether you're doing a video game or a film or whatever you're doing, it's like, I don't know that world as much, but dude, if you can literally, it can just take whatever it sees and it knows, and it's already been made, and create it, and then you can do your own storyline and your own changes
and think about and train itself to think about things the way that you think about them.
Yeah.
And not miss it. As people, we forget things so quickly and so easily. You could be like, yo, I love this color palette, and I love this font, and I love this aesthetic, this vibe. You could literally forget about that and never think about it again the next morning.
Yeah.
But if AI is logging in these conversations, it has a full view of what you're thinking about in real time, how you feel, and relate it back to scenarios and examples that are relevant to that. Like, hey, don't forget you felt like this the last time we talked about this. Fuck, you're right. Like, a lot of the things
does do that too.
It does.
I use it a lot. It's like, bro, remember last time
and
you
you're
fucking got to bed?
And you're like, you're the goat. You're like, thank you. Like, it's like far.
I have to tell it to stop that shit though.
Yeah.
Whenever it like hypes me up, it's like, oh, this is a god tier idea.
Yeah,
I'm
don't
like,
be biased. Yeah.
Like, it's not that great, dude. Tell me when I suck. Like, tell me when it's lame.
But I do that too. I constantly train like my models to catch my blind spots. I use that wordage, like, yo, let me know like what I'm not seeing, like, be honest with me, be super critical of me and how I'm thinking about things, etc.
Do you have like the fully built out computer thing?
Yeah, I have it on here right now. So Mr. Bubbles, it's on Telegram. Me and Ansem are actually going to set up Hermes tomorrow, but I'm on OpenClaw currently right now. I'm using Opus 4.7. We produce a lot of the show, like these decks that I have made. Like I don't know, Z, what would you say is the show is produced what? How much? 20-30% of the way with AI currently?
30%.
In what way? Like what tools?
Just like
all of our prep.
So we'll have like ideas for topics that we want to talk about on the show. And then like generating the deck so it's like easy for us to reference and questions and stuff like that, and combining everything together. And then even like doing research, like, oh, I want to talk about this. Can you find me some stuff that's related to this topic, like, or something going on, or what's popping this week that I might have missed? Just general stuff like that.
So he'll go do prep on his side and come up with like, 4, 5, 6 topics he wants to talk about. Then I will also, and when we build the run of the show, we just feed both of those things in to the robot, and then it blends it all together. It gives us, you work back and forth on hooks to use, and I'm in real time. So my process is I'll be on Twitter and I'll bookmark shit that I want to talk about or that relates to a subject I want to talk about. And then the day before, I'm feeding that to, Opus 4.7. And I'm like, yo, let's make a skeleton of the show tomorrow. And here's this, here's that, whatever. Like today, I used an image of me, you, and Kyle in a old thumbnail as like my I'm going live thing. And I linked that.
The one on the staircase?
No, it's when we did calling in to places we don't work. Yeah. That video is legendary, and it's fucking 9 years old. But I sent it that link, and I said, give me a couple frames, give me like 10 good frames from this, and it went and did that. I'm like, I'm making a thumbnail, give me 10 good frames. And I just spat me back 10 JPEGs, and like that was something that would have taken me 10 minutes to do, but it took me 2 seconds to do. It's still the same thing.
I want your opinion on, because my whole take on this is, I think the biggest, like people are going like, AI's taking my job. What should I get into? Oh, should I get into prompt writing? Should I get into blah blah? I spent 2 weeks with ChatGPT and just played around with it, like trying to figure out the future. I don't know, it's all bullshit maybe, but like it came down to what I actually believe in. I think the biggest talent, the biggest like currency is going to be tastemakers, because that's all we are.
Creatives. Yes, the creative lane.
It's the fact that you're even saying like, I'm giving it 6 ideas for the next pod I want to do. Yeah. And then it's giving input on it, but you're feeding it, giving it the taste. You're saying you're wrong here, you're right here. That's a good idea. That idea just made my brain fire and think of this idea. It's like,
you got to think about it in the same terms as you think about a camera. A camera is a tool at the end of the day to capture content, right? Some people, a camera in the hands of Michael Bay produces, the fucking Transformers movies. A camera in the hands of fucking Sophie Rain produces, softcore porn, right? The camera in the hands of FaZe Banks creates fucking retarded 20-minute vlogs that somehow, people want to watch.
You kind of well.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. But like the point being is, people are thinking about it all wrong. I think AI hate is way overblown. I think it's fully to the point now where people are farming it. Like that kid, one thing, by the way, did you like Backrooms?
I didn't finish it. I had like a panic attack in it.
That's crazy. In like a good way? Like
I don't know. I think I wore too thick of pants. I kind of overheated and literally.
You liked Obsession though?
Obsession I loved.
Obsession was a much better movie. Obsession was a much better movie than Backrooms.
If I'm comparing the two.
Much better. Backrooms was like a fucking weird fever dream. Like ironically enough, like it felt like AI slop to me.
Yeah.
Like, even the monster, like that monster wasn't scary. It was just fucking like very bizarre and weird.
Well, they used that basketball player that was like the tallest.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then they CGI'd his face. And that when I found that out, that bothered me. I was like, he's already crazy looking, crazy tall.
Yeah,
just
facts.
Put makeup. I mean, monsters that are like CGI are never scary to me.
Yeah.
It's like, I think.
And this fucking kid is in interviews farming like, fuck AI, like this and that. Like I would never fucking use AI to make a movie if you're willing to do it.
The Backrooms dude?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, brother, honestly, your fucking movie looks like it was made with AI, first of all.
That's a great topic.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, please.
My bad.
No, please. This is your show, brother.
This is people that also create, hey, I took the time and I made the little claymation figures and I filmed every frame and I did all this. That's cool as fuck if that's your marketing angle. But if you make something that I watch and go, I could figure out how to create this with AI in 24 hours, then you fucked up.
Yeah.
And you're not using it as marketing that you created it. Like the biggest currency is going to be if you are doing it like I hand painted this, I use acrylic, this came from my brain to paper. Like If you're not using that as marketing, why the fuck are you doing
this? Is the way to do it. This is the way to do it. Somebody to make when the tech allows for it, somebody to make a fucking movie, start to finish, a really fucking good movie. Start to finish AI. Do not market it as AI. Yeah. Let it go out, breathe. It fucking slaps. It creates noise and wave the likes of Obsession. Everyone's celebrating it. Everyone loves it. And then you tell people, by the way,
no one's doing
this movie that you guys love was all AI. That's how you do it. And then it's like people fucking, that's where people start glitching out and shit starts getting crazy and people start changing their minds. But
I think that's a good take though. Like if you're able to use AI to be 10x more efficient and 10x better at your job, and you're not doing that, you're doing yourself a disservice. Like by a lot.
Customer disservice. Seriously though.
Or they're in their comment section trying to like convince everyone that it's not AI, and you're like, well, then you did the job wrong. Like it's because there's always going to be like Photoshop comes out. There's still like people that are going to pay tons of money for a real painting. There's tons of people that want like the authentic thing. That's not going anywhere. It's like it's just, even when I like go work with a certain artist that does watercolor or something like that and do a collection with him, like, hell yeah, I'm making that the fucking marketing of it.
Yeah, of course.
It's like silly, but I think there hasn't been a good AI film yet because everyone is making a film that wants to feel like AI. Like name a fucking trailer you haven't seen that's like, it's got a dragon and a fucking blue lady that like, it's like they're trying to make Avatar 5 and it's like just literally make a film that's not trying to be AI.
Yeah.
It's trying to be like whatever you actually want to create, which would be real.
It's all so weird. How do you think AI affects, we're talking about like a more positive thing, but I will come in with a counterpoint, and we've talked about this on the show, but I'm really, really worried about the future of like content, internet, the way people consume content. Cause at the moment now, as you know, it's changed a lot since our fucking heyday. Now it's all about streaming, to a smaller niche audience. And then that stream is broken up into 1,000 clips that gets distributed that way. And that's kind of how you like hit people and are mass distributed. And it's all reliant on like algorithms and forcing yourself into the algo and for you, etc. And people are just swiping and doom scrolling, brain rot, fucking with zero intention, which I don't think is necessarily a good thing. But regardless of how I feel about it or anyone feels about it, it's inevitable. It's what's happening. It's showing no signs of slowing down. I don't know. What do you think the future looks like in that regard? Because I think it's only going to get worse. I think that your For You timeline is eventually literally going to be just for you. Like content is going to be generated in real time. You're going to be watching full length 10-minute videos that have one view on them, and it's from you.
Yeah. I personally
have you thought deeply on this?
I think it's horrible.
It is bad,
but I'm not trying to be the old guy that's like, this is lame, and then I don't, play ball. But I think that it is 100% quantity over quality, which is always a bad thing. And it is like exactly like you said, your feed feeds you what you want. My feed feeds me what I want, and you're missing the like biggest thing, which like when we were kids, like we're probably all the same age, right? It's like when we were kids, Jersey Shore episode comes out and we go to school and we all fucking talk about it.
Yes,
we all
monoculture.
It's so important.
Yep.
And like, just like the way like Obsession comes out and it blows up and we all like talk about it, right? It's like that, if we get 5 years from now where we lose that fully, I think that gets a little scary where we're all just like hooked into the system and being fed what we want. But now we're already like divided. It's like, now we're like not even, like it's almost like sports are maybe the last thing that's like keeping us all like on the same timeline. Where
there's a couple of things now that's like monoculture. There's a couple things that we all talk about. The Knicks yesterday, you know, like you said, sports, the occasional movie. I can't remember the last time the timeline talked about a movie the way that it talked about Obsession. Like I actually cannot remember. Marty Supreme, I guess, but that's 2 movies in a year. Like that's fucking, it's insane. Like 10 new movies come out per week. There's an infinite amount of media being pumped out, and the fact that
like think about when Borat came out, every kid said fucking
super bad.
Super bad. Like it was like that. Like we can't lose that.
The first Avatar movie. I mean, that's the problem. Everything's so fragmented. It's hard for monoculture to exist, and that's why there's fucking 13-year-old kids who think Netspend's the biggest rapper in the world and think that Fortnite's bigger than the World Cup. It's because that's what their algorithm tells them. That's what their For You tells them. I think it only gets worse. It's fucked, but I don't know.
What do you see like 10 years? 10 years, what's like
So Andy Warhol, there's a quote, I've quoted this numerous times on the show, but Andy Warhol in 1969 said, in the future, everyone will be famous for 15 minutes. And when everyone's famous, nobody's famous. And now people are just fighting for attention in real time, and it's like fleeting. You know what I'm saying? Like there's not like you and I, for example, have these like kind of staple brands and images. Like people know who we are, but it's so weird to see. Like I've walked around with some of these streamers who are the biggest streamers in the world. They stream to 20, 30, 40, 50,000 people live. And we'll walk down the street and not very many people know who the fuck they are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's so weird, you know, like, and if people do know who they are, it's oftentimes like that surface level, like, hey, aren't you that guy? Like I saw you in a clip one time type energy, but I'm not sure. Like, I don't remember your name. I know that you're like,
sounds like clip culture.
No,
I've seen your face. I've seen your face, but I'm not I'm not a Jackass fan. I'm not.
That's the other thing too. Like culture, you know? The way culture is like lent itself is like caring about stuff isn't cool anymore. People don't care about stuff. Being fans of stuff is like glazing. Like it's not cool to like show that you're a fan of somebody. And the way like being a fan of somebody takes shape is like being parasocial and obsessed with everything that you do, from who your girlfriend is to what the fuck you wear. And if you don't fall into that or play into that, you're kind of rejected by these audiences, by this fan base. And they kind of activate like in just the most bizarre ways. It's fucking crazy.
That's true.
It's crazy. It's changed a lot since we were doing our thing.
I think who said it? Maybe it was Gary Vee. Someone said like it'll be the death of the follower, and that came true. Like that is true. The playing field's never been like more fair for everyone to become fan. I literally think
that's what I think is nice. I think that's nice.
It is nice. Yeah. So like you said, it's kind of like we were saying with the AI.
Someone in chat said being a human being is not cool anymore. I agree.
I disagree. I don't know.
I'm down to get chipped. I want to be a robot. I'm down.
Because there's also part of me that thinks there's no better authentic marketing than being human now. Like that is kind of the coolest thing. I don't know. You got to go talk to it too. It all comes down to high school.
I think I'm thinking
high
about
school kids, like whatever's cool there translates to fucking everything.
And that's what I'm saying. I think that it's never been less cool. I don't know. You really disagree with that? I'm thinking about things in terms of like, bro, you're going to tell me that people in 2026 are cooler than they were in the 70s or the 80s or even in fucking the 1600s? Motherfuckers were battling with fucking axes and swords and shit. Yeah. That's fire. Okay. Now kids are buying fucking Solana meme coins in the trenches and playing Fortnite and not fucking girls.
I just feel like the pendulum is swinging like from that back towards this way. Like I think like you said, it's been like cool to not care. I think the reason it became cool to not care is because like with all the social media popping off, everybody was getting recorded at the same time. So like people were scared to be seen of how they're going to be portrayed online. And then people got like a lot more like reclusive and a lot more introverted. And I think we're kind of swinging back in the other direction. Like now people aren't caring as much on how they're perceived or like want to be really passionate about certain things. That's actually one of the reasons I really like the Marty Supreme movie. And I really like Chalamet and his like becoming popular because he's like very passionate about being very good at what he does. And he's also very passionate about sports. Like he's a diehard Knicks fan and people see that he's a diehard Knicks fan. So I think the pendulum is swinging back in that direction. Like, especially with AI now, anybody can become an expert at anything they want to become an expert in extremely quickly with not a lot of obstacles in your way. So I think if you like, I want to be really good at this, you can go be really good at that. I want to get a fuck ton of followers for being good at this. You literally can go do that right now. Like it's never been easier for anybody to do that.
It reminds me of the YouTube boom. Like it's like I just got in young enough where like if I have an idea, I have to sell it to a network like MTV. I have to, and it like I remember when it shifted, and I remember even being like, whoa, I can literally just edit these and upload these on YouTube and people could fuck with it and I could create my own lane. Like that was a huge shift that was like took the power away. And like we're just in like it's on steroids now because anyone can shoot any idea or any photo or any dude, they could create a t-shirt that like blows up and fucking
I got to put you on a couple of these AI artists and I haven't like embraced them or really like promoted them a ton yet. or highlighted them because I don't want to fucking like go run hate to them because people fucking hate that shit. But a couple of these kids, you could just see the way that their brain works, and it's fucking unreal. It's
and
unreal.
you're kind of looking at it being like, oh, this is gonna be the future Spielberg.
Yes.
This is gonna be the future. Yeah,
For
I
real,
feel
though.
those too. Shout out Jurassic Smoothie. Check that guy is like he helped me out with a lot of shit.
What is he on Instagram?
Yeah,
There's a
and
kid-
also the coolest name I've ever heard. Like,
Yeah,
does not just sound fucking sick? Like,
It is.
he's yeah. Maybe I shouldn't put him too much on blast, but yeah, it's like
at Bloody Sunday. How do you guys think about like finding? Cause I know you do a ton of content. How do you guys think about finding new talent or like coming up with new ideas and then producing that or those ideas?
honestly, it's my like when it comes to social media content, it's like the thing I lack the most and I have the least interest in. I hate playing the fucking game. I feel like
I agree.
Turning 33, I'm like, dude, I don't want to play this game. And I would love to just humbly sit on some of my wealth to be able to pay the bills and fucking create things that I'm like, yo, I'm working on a film for the next year and a half. I'm working on like long-term projects make me happy. That's where I'm at. Like, but I do what I got to do. Like I said, I play ball. Like I run 3 brands. I make shit. But at the end of the day, like for me, it's like my biggest issue is that I'm 90% of the marketing of all the brands. I've never ran it like a legit brand where you're going, hey, we have $30,000 this month to spend on X, Y, Z to be in these photo shoots and to promote this. And
it's a blessing and a curse, right?
It is, yeah.
Because it's exhausting, and sometimes, like you said, playing ball, showing up, it's this constant tug and pull, like this internal struggle battle. It's the same with me, brother. I'm making content for the first time in a decade, and I decided to do a fucking niche show about finance and tech and AI and attention with fucking Ansem. And it's because this is what I want to learn. This is what I want to do. I see this as like
that should be the reason.
Yes, 100%. Yeah. And again, like you said, power to you. Thank fucking God that we're in a position where I feel like that's what fuck you money is, right? Like, would you say it's 100%. Safe? It's safe to say you have fuck you money?
Yeah.
Because you can just tell anybody to fuck themselves at any point. You don't have to do anything that you don't want to do.
And I think if I was doing anything else that made me unhappy, but made me more money, I would be the biggest idiot in the world. That's the way I see it.
Yeah.
Because there was years in my life where I did like do shit I don't want to fucking do, but like you got a home, you got food, you got this, your parents are good. It's like, what the fuck am I?
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean? Like, what am I like? Some people they play like this fucking internet game, which I think even nowadays, speaking on what you're talking about, is like super dangerous. You start playing the leaderboard shit and being like,
brother, the scariest part about it is I think people's brains are starting to form and shape in a way where they're not even able to differentiate the fact that they're playing. They're not even able to identify the fact that they're playing a game. They just become this person that is playing a game, which is fucking weird. Like what it means to be a human. That's why, I don't know. That's why my knee jerk reaction is like, it is lame to be a human in 2026. Like, because bro, people are farming each other in real time. And we're not talking about just like the annoying influencer creator, like how it was when, it's annoying to be you're an annoying person. You're a vlogger with a big fucking giant camera running around Target. We were fucking assholes and we were annoying. But at least it was like that's a small number of people being assholes. Now everyone's a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Now everyone in real time is farming each other. And it's like, it's fucking weird, bro.
I know I physically, whenever I go comment on something, I can't hate on like some videos I see because everyone will be like, bro, you did this for 8 years. But I see some of this like meta glass type. I'm like, dude, this isn't a prank. This isn't comedy. This is just like,
you're just being fucking rude.
You're just like swinging, like fucking with some dude. It's like
Chud the Builder. Like we're seeing 100%. Very extreme examples of this pop up in real time. And that's like, by the way, back in the day, you'd see like a big YouTuber pop off out of nowhere, like a handful of them year to year. And it was cool to see. Like, I remember when Speed first popped off. I remember when Aiden first popped off, whatever. Now the motherfuckers popping off are guys like Clavicular and fucking Chud the Builder, who are just being like super polarizing for, like a lot of the wrong, like really bad reasons. Right. And it's, I don't know.
I know you've done a ton of content, a ton of prank content. Can you tell me more about the Coca-Cola video that you guys did and how that happened?
That's the one.
Dude, it's a cool story because it's when we first moved to LA. Like we were super young, and most people's story, they come to LA and they're like, I bartended for 3 years and then I finally got an acting gig. It's like we were 3 weeks in and we hit the most viral video still to this date like we ever did.
Bro, this is insane. I
think-
didn't know it was this big. 51
Hey,
million
3 weeks
views.
in is crazy.
51 million views is fucking
Dude, it's
insane.
like $250 million if you count like Facebook,
Like Facebook and
like
shit?
all that shit. Yeah, it's like
What the fuck?
Do you get asked about this video every single day? This is the
definitely
one.
used to be. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's chilled out now.
This is insane.
I don't think I look like any of the videos now, so
Yeah.
it helped. Did you see that video, the Coke prank?
I haven't seen it. I've not
Haven't seen it. I feel like it got to a point where if someone didn't know who we were, I would just say Coke prank on cops, and then they'd be like, "Oh yeah, you're that dude."
Bro, look at this shit, man. Trip down nostalgia memory lane. This is so crazy. Look at these old videos. This is the one I pulled the thumbnail from. Calling in sick.
Do you remember what
Look at
made
what we
you
look
DM us? Like what video?
Yes, I do remember what made me DM us. And ready? Here's a little lesson in just giving credit where it's due and giving people their flowers. FaZe Adapt. FaZe Adapt 100% put me on to you guys. Sent me your guys' channel. I'll never forget it. I'm in bed with Alyssa, our dog. He's like, yo, you have to look at these guys. You have to take a look at these guys for Cloud House. Because I'm building a content house in real time.
Yeah.
And I watch you guys, and I know Alex knows what the fuck he's talking about.
Yeah.
And he knows me too, right? It took me, I went and binge watch you guys for the next 2 days, and I'm like, oh yeah, these guys are fucking awesome. Like, come live with me in LA. I see it. I would love to help you guys. And another thing that I always remember, and it'll never leave my brain, we were in line at Chipotle, and I hear you and Kyle stressing the fuck out about this manager who's trying to literally swindle you guys.
Oh my God, I remember this. Yeah.
He put the trademark in for full send, and he's trying to hold it over you guys. And he's like
50%.
Yeah, 50-50. And you guys were talking about potentially letting this guy do this. And brother, I fucking 180, my neck could have broke. I'm like, listen, this is none of my business, but fuck this guy. And you guys need to go get a real man. This is some, especially at that time in LA, 30-something-year-old manager who's really just preying
He
on
wasn't
people.
even a manager. I mean, now that I'm in the game, dude, he wasn't even a manufacturer.
Insane.
He
This
took
is just
us
a
to
random rogue guy off the street.
He was getting printables made at a factory, and he took us to the factory he gets printables made and was like, this is my spot, 100,000 square feet.
And that's one of those moments that felt divine for me. And I'm I'm so glad I was there at that time, because holy fuck, that could get, by the way, that's what caught me up. That's why to this day, it's been so impossible to get FaZe back to a point where it works, is because very, very early on, we had people come in and fucking steal it from us. So when that happens, it's
yeah.
Could you imagine what your guys' story would have looked like if that were the case? If it just half
that
of it
guy would have been rich as fuck.
Dude, holy fuck, that guy would have been rich.
Wait,
as
so
fuck.
he was trying to take half of full send at the very beginning?
It was right at I mean, we just moved to the Cloud House. It was views are going up, collabs are going up, and the brand's starting to make millions. It's he would have got it at the perfect time. It would have been fucked.
It was insane. And I really went all in on these guys too. You know me, I'm the first one who's yo, go check this shit out. I've always been like that, especially at my peak. And I would do FaZe Bank Sundays. My vlog day was Sunday. And these guys, smart motherfuckers, did their shit Monday. And they would consistently be featured in all my videos because I'm vlogging. You guys, we lived together. We fucking literally lived together for 2 years.
Dude, Banks deserved 50% more than this guy. For sure.
Definitely, bro. If that guy deserved 50%, I deserve fucking 90%. You know what I'm saying? It's insane. But no, these guys fucking, it was such an insane thing, man. Such an insane thing. But yeah, to bring it back to your question, FaZe Adapt 100% put me on to you guys. And without him, yeah, this whole LA thing, as far as it relates to us, whatever. I always say, every talent that I've ever worked with, I think Tifu's Tifu no matter what. I think Aiden's Aiden no matter what. I think all the core guys, FaZe guys are them no matter what. I think you guys are you no matter what. I've just always been really good at pouring gasoline on the fire and expediting the process. And also too, my dream scenario relationship with talent is those early conversations where it's yo, dude, you guys are getting finessed, and helping you guys not make the same mistakes that I made. That's what I'm passionate about. That's where I'm fulfilled. And again, fuck owning 50% or making any money from it. It really does mean so much that you and Kyle too, Steve too, all of you guys, you guys never miss an opportunity to give me the respect and flowers. And it means a lot to me.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I don't think you're not hurting. You got money.
No, yeah, we're good. We're
food.
good.
It's I see you as you're always going to be like a legend in the tastemaker, in the like predicting the future, into understanding how this shit works. Like,
look at how happy we were, bro. Look at the loose change logo in the background.
Fucking loose change.
Dude, look how fat I was. Lack of beard, infinitely less tattoos. Look at us, bro. This is crazy.
Fat. I wouldn't say fat.
Bro, I'm a fat chud in this video, brother.
I honestly thought I was gonna look fatter. I don't know if that was like a skinny day.
Do you have your before and after on deck? Like your peak, like it was crazy. Can you pull it up?
Yeah.
Like airdrop it to this laptop.
It's brutal.
This by the way.
Wait, can I show after too?
Yeah, of course. No, show before and after, of course.
It's not where I'm at right now.
No, of course. I'm gonna do the same. We'll do it. I don't think I've never tweeted out or shown my before and after ever.
You look good right now, man.
I appreciate it. I'm trying. This is another thing. I did watch this clip from you where we can watch it together because fuck it, why not? But it's you and your boys. I don't know how recent this is or where this comes from, but right here. Matt Kalish, actually my partner with the FaZe shit at Hardscope. Hold on, let me. Yeah, 969009. How funny is that? What are the odds that that's the number? 969009.
What the heck?
And I want to watch this with you too. You can hear, right?
Are you still close with Banks?
We just every once in a while, like a dumb DM or something or a text.
Because he's getting a new group in there.
They're memeing him online though.
Oh yeah, I just did this pod.
Wait, fuck. Where did that open? Oh, you only sent one?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the other one.
Okay. Got it. Sorry, chat and people watching. Why did this audio cut out? Why can't we hear this video?
Can I search like fat? Will that work in photos?
It will soon. Siri AI will definitely be able to do this for you.
How would I find? Actually, you know what? I might as well just go to Instagram.
Are you still close with Banks?
We just every once in a while, like a dumb DM or something or a text.
Because he's getting a new group
They,
in there.
They're memeing him online though, dude. Like everyone's calling him Unk.
He definitely lives like a younger guy's lifestyle for sure. And I love Bank. I owe a lot of where I'm at in life because of that guy who put us on. And
I saw a clip come out of him saying he owned Chrome Hearts or some shit.
I don't know what the fuck
and he
that's
said
about,
that's one of his only investments.
I don't own Chrome Hearts. By the way, I got this tattoo that's on the screen because Cage and Marcelo hired my brother. My brother works at Chrome. Or worked at Chrome in the factory.
I was like, I know you're like tight.
No, they're just family. They're friends. Like people think I get Chrome for free or at a discount. None of that's true. They'll like make me special shit.
That's
like one-off shit, which is really, really cool and it's special to me.
Maybe they started like around and you were like, fuck yeah.
No, it's all privately owned. That's why it's so cool. It's family owned, privately owned. And
why
it's
would they even need to do it?
And it's fuck everyone. Like they don't give a fuck about anyone. I saw a tweet about like Timothy Chalamet being a paid Chrome Heart shill, sitting course. No, he's just a fan. Like just like everybody else. They don't do any of that shit.
See, that's a real brand. They don't need to.
No, it's the best. It's the best. They are S tier, 10 out of 10. That's why the market continues to fucking skyrocket. It actually makes no fucking sense. These pants are being like valued like Hermes, like Birkins are valued. Like that's the way the market is. And it's all-time highs. And I don't know, it's absolutely ridiculous. But why I want to bring up that clip with you is the dumb conversations we have back and forth. It's always about something creative, an idea around content or something like that in the arts. But we talk about health a lot.
Yeah.
We go back and forth on like just giving each other ups and like, hey man, fucking good shit. Like, you know, did you find your before?
Let me get it.
Airdrop it. We'll do mine first. Z, have you ever seen my before and after?
I don't think so, bro.
I'm kind of nervous, to be honest with you, to share it because
what year are we talking about? How
people
long
are gonna fry me. This is like 3 years ago. This is right around the time I got sober. So this is the 3-year mark.
Bitch to get the Wi-Fi.
Oh shit.
No, it's not a bitch to get the Wi-Fi. Production, come help him.
Is it
connect to Wi-Fi.
FaZe? Oh my bad, probably shouldn't. Password is
That's funny.
lawn dog. Thank you.
All right, so
like, what was your heaviest?
This is the before.
What was the weight?
What?
it's a weight.
Are you pushing that out?
Again?
Fuck?
This is
crazy.
Yeah, it is fucked.
That's fried.
This is me at 245, I think. Yeah, pushing 250.
Those briefs are just like
insane.
Trying to
right?
stay alive.
No, insane. Absolutely insane. I always say I was a fat drug addict because I really, really was.
How does that work?
Being a fat drug addict?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like the opposite.
No, but because I'm not doing fucking crack and fucking, I'm not doing blow all day. I was doing the good shit. I was doing ketamine and drinking and like crushing up M&M's, smoking M&M's.
Doing a line of M&M's.
That's insane. No, I was doing like ketamine and like boozing a lot, you know, McDonald's, like that was my thing. Whippets, like the fat people drugs, you know?
Whippets
and whipped cream. Yeah. That's really, really funny. You finished with the whipped cream and I just fucking.
This is the best I could find.
How do I do this?
It's not like a face photo, but it's pretty brutal. Here, I'll airdrop this. Oh, dude.
And this is me now.
What a G.
Look at this one. I've come a long way, man.
You have come a long way.
10% body fat, bro.
Well, you're now like 205?
A lot of
like
yeah, I'm like 200, 205. Huh?
A lot of walking.
Ton of walking. All I do,
Walking and push-ups. That's all you need.
Push-ups. I do 100 push-ups a day religiously.
Hell yeah.
I do a little scoop of creatine and I walk 10 miles. 10 miles a day. Not 10 miles. 10 miles a day is like 20,000 steps. I minimum get 10K a day though.
Do you like take calls, do work?
Yeah. My routine day to day, I wake up at 8:30. I try not to touch my phone. I have been really bad about that lately, but I try not to touch my phone for the first 30 minutes. I try to get outside immediately, like out on my balcony, just let the fucking sun hit me real quick. And then I'll like do my little checklist, like look at my calendar. I keep a physical journal. I have it right here. I'll write a little fucking page in this. When I'm done that, I'll look through my phone for 10 minutes, catch up there. And then I'll walk a mile to my coffee spot, walk a mile home. And in that 2 mile walk, I try to fill it with, you know, productive shit, whether it's
you don't
catching
ever
up.
do this on treadmill.
No,
It's
I do
always
have a
like-
little small walking treadmill next to my desk in case of emergencies. I'll use it at like 11 p.m. because I'm so OCD. I still have a drug addict brain.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm at 8,000 steps. I need to hit 10K or I'm going to fucking spiral and freak out and eat McDonald's.
The same way. Yeah.
Yeah. We're the same with that
I hate
shit.
myself. I don't.
Yes.
do it.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's the same in reverse, though. If you start your day the way that I'm talking about, you wake up, make your bed,
Feel great.
journal, mile there, mile back. It's like actually impossible to have a bad day.
Yeah. Dude, the whole like, I don't know who got it in my head. Maybe I watched like Jocko Fuel or some shit, but like the whole idea of earning your day and then kind of putting yourself through misery every morning to then like enjoy the rest of the day. I can't remember a day that I haven't done that in years.
It's a real thing, brother.
It's fucking changed. I used to be a depressed fucking loser, dude. It's like,
one more.
look at that, buddy.
Fuck them.
All of a sudden the tats fucking look a little sicker. You don't notice everything in your closet looks sick.
Oh,
Once you get fit,
can we hang out after this? Can you come see my new place?
100%.
Oh, we're doing
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
I don't, do you got the airdrop's not working on
my laptop?
I don't know if you have to like set it up.
I'm fucking retarded. No, it's shit.
Do you live by here?
Yeah. I live close enough. Yeah.
What's the address?
You're
Just
awesome.
say it, dude.
You're awesome. I really want to show them yours because yours is insane. Yeah, look at you, man. We're just glazing each other. This is like the.
Yeah.
I wish I showed you before first, but you're lacking on it. Maybe you just pull it up on your phone. I could just show them.
Yeah.
Bro, you look fucking phenomenal.
It's the only thing I could find, but
There's a fresh shit in the toilet. Imagine. Look at it. Can they see?
that's fucked.
That's fucked.
That is
Yeah, that's
fucked.
What even is that?
It goes both ways with you because you're obviously a little bit shorter than I. Not to fucking put you on blast.
Dude, 215 for 5'5" is like
Insane. Yeah.
wild.
I was 6'5", 245.
Yeah.
So yeah. But for you, it goes both ways. Like gaining weight for you, like you gain 10 pounds and you can fucking see that.
Yeah.
You lose 10 pounds and you can see that, you know?
Oh,
so
yeah. That dude, that's why I just went through again because I got down to 142. Like I was shredded. And then I got crazy, long story, withdrawals from, I was addicted to like Kratom and shit. And
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know it got that dark.
Bad. I found out when I went to China and I couldn't buy it. And I had no idea. I thought I was on like a nootropic.
Bro.
And it set me, I'm 8 months off it now, but I had to relearn how to work out, relearn how
We'll
to
talk about this off stream, but there's somebody that's very relevant to you and I that we go way back with, a girl who Kratom. I got to put you in contact with her. You know who she is. Obviously, it's gonna blow your mind when we talk about this. I can't talk about it on stream, but I got to reconnect you with her, and you guys got to talk about it because that is fucking insane. I did not know that, guys. Kratom, by the way, for those at home who aren't complete fucking fuck off degenerates, Kratom is like a synthetic heroin.
100%
that you can buy at a gas station. Yes, bro. Yes.
What the fuck?
And the not relapses, the withdrawals are like just as intense.
I've never experienced. Dude, picture being stuck in China, going through withdrawals.
That's insane, brother.
It is like black clouds, and they will not fucking go away. You're like, it's fucking gnarly.
It's brutal,
and it's like at a 7-Eleven. It's like a fucking energy drink.
I know, it's really dark.
What the fuck?
Yo, wait, just wait. Give it like another year. There's going to be a big documentary that drops about this shit. Cause I know, cause they hit me up to try to get me on it. And I was like, I'm not, dude, I'm already the sober dude. I'm not going to be the fucking cake king or
the anti-fucking.
You're using it to like work out and shit? You said it's like a workout drink type of shit?
Dude, no. Every form I used it for, or every form I read about it, when I was going through withdrawals, you want to learn, right? Anyone who gets off something, they know about Reddit forms. But no one really, I don't know why, I used it to get shredded and like work out. Like and no one else really had that. They were all like to feel happy and to get over like my divorce. And I'm like, no, I would just go to the gym for like 10 hours and be like cracked out and like fucking
gas station crack. Yeah. I mean, you could buy fucking whippets at gas stations and shit too. It's insane. Yeah, bro. What?
Like in a little tank?
Yes. Galaxy gas. You haven't seen Galaxy gas? Like the fucking Galaxy gas meme?
Yeah, but I always thought that was just like
no, brother. We can go get some right now. We can go get some right now
and just buy it.
We can buy enough. We can buy enough to be fucking fried for the next week. I mean, you could just post up, relapse, go fucking nuts. get a little gay with it.
Now we know what me and Banks are doing tonight.
That's funny. I mean, we spent the entire fucking interview just like sucking each other's dicks off. You guys can't blame us. Listen, this is genuinely, when I think about like my friends and people that kind of fall in that family bucket for me that come from the internet, that people that are going to be at my wedding and I'm going to know for the rest of my life, this really is one of them. And you know how life goes. Like you don't keep consistent contact, especially as you get older. You're 33, I'm 34, especially where we're at in our lives. We haven't been able to
people
talk
like us
this in
don't.
Yeah, no, I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm trying to fix that though.
By the way,
are you?
Me too. And not to get even gayer with it in this show, but like I just had a conversation with another one of my friends who's a huge fucking celebrity, and they just recently got sober, and we were talking back and forth about like how incredible it is, and like I'm just like going back and forth about that.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, when I get back to LA, I want to do a lot of hikes and I want to go fishing and I want to do daytime shit. Brother, that type of vibe, I'm there. Like anytime you want to do some productive, like healthy shit, I'm there, because I've created a network where like all my friends and people in like my social circles, we connect through like partying and fucking hoes and the worst shit possible, gambling, drugs, things like that. And a lot of them are still my friends because I love these people, right? But it's like, what do we do now? You know what I mean? Like
that was my problem. Dude, I ended up being very friendless because I was like, all my friends came from that. But do
you live alone?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. It's the first time ever.
I got a dog.
Yeah, I just got a dog. Yeah. Penny Lane, the Great Dane.
Penny Lane. Yeah. Penny Lane's sick.
Penny Lane. I do. I have pics. These are a little bit old. These are a little
cute dog.
She's the best. I just got her a whole fucking Chrome setup.
It's funny that I got to mention I have a dog, but it is a difference. If you live alone, you have a dog.
She's a Great Dane. Wow. She has one blue eye, one brown eye.
Wait, like a Dalmatian?
No, she's a Harlequin Great Dane. She has no Dalmatian in her. It's just like one of the fades.
I love that toy.
Monster.
She's so fucking cute, bro. She's gonna get diesel. 200 pounds. She's gonna weigh more than you.
Pretty girl.
Really?
Yes, bro. Yes. I think I have 200? A picture of her next to a bigger dog. I need to get better at this like viewer shit. I'm fucking retarded. Oh, right here. That's her next to a full grown one. Her next to her mama.
Dude,
that's insane.
What a beautiful dog.
No, dude, she's gonna be.
What's like is it puppy vibe right now? Like
yeah, she's a puppy. She's 3 months old. She's just inside 3 months old. And I have her right now. She's with a trainer right now. I'm getting her super dialed. So this woman helped me source her and find her. And she trains and breeds like show prize winning Great Danes. So they're all super well trained, like militant, like stay, like very, very well mannered, well trained dogs. They win they go to shows and compete in shows to be like the perfect dog. And And yeah, she's she's going to be with her for as long as she needs to be. She'll spend, 5 to 6 days a week with her, and then slowly but surely spend more and more time with me, so I can kind of grow up with her and form a relationship early with her. And then eventually when she's ready.
Do they give you the formula that you have to like keep up?
Yeah. Just like, I know how to take Paris and London. Remember the fucking puppies I had? I moved to LA with a puppy. I know how to train a puppy. It's just a fucking full-time job. It's a lot. As you know, by the way, Chewy.
Yeah. I mean, I got Chewy at your place.
Yes. As a puppy. And kudos to you, by the way, for sticking through it. A lot of these fucking like influencer content creator people get dogs to fucking take pictures with them, and then they don't realize how much of a fucking thing it is. So just for her quality of life, my quality of life, I want to get her dialed. Yeah, I wish you could meet her.
Yesterday, I said, dude, if you're in a fucking, you feel like your life's missing something or like blah, 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 it's like, go adopt a dog.
Or if you feel lonely. Being lonely is a good thing, low key, because a lot of people suck things out of you. You know what I mean? Like most people, 99.999% of people that you meet are only going to love you as long as they need you, as long as you benefit them in some way.
Mm-hmm.
And the second it benefits them to flip on you or to abandon you, they're going to do that. And like, it's a sad conclusion to come to and come to realize, but like, it's very sobering in regards to like, it just is what it is. And everybody has to deal with that. It's not just you.
But you can get addicted to that though.
Yeah. Which
I'm on the other side of it right now, where I was everything you just said. I swear I believed in my brain, and now I'm like, I think friendships are the biggest currency in my life because I don't have.
I agree,
and I'm trying.
No, but the real ones, right?
Yeah.
The way that I frame it in my mind is like, yeah, okay. So what does that lead me? Am I gonna fucking cry about it and be sad about it for the rest of my life and dwell on that in like a negative way? Like I'm sure you have too, like what you were just speaking to.
Yeah.
It's like, no, it's just like everybody's playing a game, and in regards to like you and 99.999% of the people, just understand that, be aware of it and play the game. Not in like a nefarious, bad, weird, negative way, but go play the game. And then everything, all the rewards that you reap, share that with the 0.001% of people who love you unconditionally and are actually there for you, or actually your friends. Like that's the fucking meta. That's the move.
I agree.
If you have 2 or 3 really good friends who you can count on thick and thin, you're fucking.
You don't need a lot.
Wealthy. No.
That's our problem. I don't know relate to this. Is like, I think I had hundreds of friends, and then when like
shit hits the fan,
hits the fan. I'm like, I've had days where I've been like, who do I fucking call? Or even good news, you're like, who do I call? And you're like, you need those. But I had to learn, because I went through the whole like the LA shit. Everyone is fucking just using you, blah blah blah. And then I had to kind of come to terms that like I got to put my own blame on myself too. That like I'm not putting any energy into like these relationships to even see if someone does something that's like fucked up or using you, then you cut them off. But like, I'm not even getting to that point with people. I was just like, yo, me, my dog, and my fucking projects, and fuck the world.
It's genuinely not possible to have hundreds of friends. Like you just can't maintain that many relationships, deep relationships like that. You can have like thousands of acquaintances, but like your core group that you actually like can go to and talk to and know how they're doing on a day-to-day basis, that's like, you can't. It's not possible, literally.
It isn't. When you start, like, I used to look at DMs, like everyone in the industry that I know, and I'd be like, I got to keep up with making sure I respond to everyone. And I was like, well, when's the last time I called my mom? Like, it's like, what the fuck am I
really, what am I doing, really?
That one hits me hard. Yeah.
Right? It's like, oh, but I got to make sure that this leads, as I might need this person for this. And you're like, you're just playing the fucking game too. And you're like, I don't know.
You can burn yourself out doing it if you're not careful, for sure. I mean, it is important in a way to maintain certain like relationships, but you don't want to burn yourself out mentally.
It's exhausting. It's fucking exhausting. Z, you've always been really good at like protecting your energy. I feel you always have these optimistic takes. I've never seen you really, but you are very friendly and you are very generous. This is something that I know about you, and I've seen up and close people kind of come in and fucking try to like, benefit or fucking even profit off of a relationship with you. You obviously can resonate heavily with that.
Yeah, it was new to me. I mean, I blew up like out of nowhere, really. I was never trying to get a lot of followers, and like a lot of people knew who I was. I've always been friendly with people at like when I meet them, but like I can do that because people can't really contact me like that. Like it's really hard for people to reach me if they like really, really, really need to reach me, unless I know you and you're like my boy or somebody that's really important to me. So it's like I can expend the energy to be friendly with people when first meeting them, because I know I'm not gonna have to expend that energy consistently with every single person that I do that with. So I can still kind of do both things. But yeah, it's if you take to heart what everybody says, and you have like a lot of people who know who you are, you're gonna get sucked into that negative cycle of things. You just kind of got to be aware that it's really a numbers game. Like, bro, if 1 million people know who you are, there's probably going to be 10,000 people who are like, fuck you, you're the worst person on the planet. And it's just a numbers. It's, even though that's like 1% of 1 million, that's still 10,000 people that you may have to hear that from. So that's why it's easier to remain optimistic if you think about it that way. It's like, yeah, 10,000 people hate you, but there's 990,000 people that love you, and they're probably not even, they don't have a way to tell you. Like, that's the thing with social media. It's really weird. The people who like really, really fuck with you, they don't have even a real way of telling you that they fuck with you like that, because you're not going to see their messages most of the time anyway. So like, and they're not that active on social. So somebody who has like 3 followers on social media, they may be like your #1 fan, been following you for like 10 years, but you're never going to be able to have that conversation with that person. So that's why when I do see people outside who are like, yo, I followed this trade and I did this and you helped me with this and I learned how to trade from this pod or something like that. That's why it's important to be friendly to those people, because I know there's a lot more of them than there are of the negative people that exist. So
100%. It's an energy thing at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah. I was gonna say that I think that anyone who's dealt with social media fame it's also you're looking for the negative to it's weird. Like you'll bypass, you don't even read the anything positive about you is like okay, I'm okay. Then it's not negative, and you're just like looking for that to be like, does this, and I'm speaking from a terms of like where I personally maybe would have dealt with the internet years ago, where I where I let it fuck with me, where it was like you're kind of looking for the negatives to be like, does this affect me, or like, is this right? Is there any truth in this? And like, it's fucking weird.
It's so weird how flimsy. It's so weird how
flimsy. It's a human thing, bro. It's a human thing, I think. Yeah.
I definitely, I don't know if you guys can relate to this, but I was a people pleaser for a long time.
Yeah, for sure, bro. 100%.
Always. I'm not good with people not liking me. And who knows what fucking childhood shit that came from. But I mean, someone threw a corn cob at me or something when I was a kid, or like,
I found out a way to time travel and went back and touched you. It's all my fault.
Thanks, gave me a handy in fucking high school, boys.
It's all my fault.
Bro, can I piss real quick?
Yeah, please go piss.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
Also, so I don't forget, this is for you. You don't have to open it on here.
Oh wait, no, but I do though. I will.
You will? Okay.
Yeah.
I've had this for 5 fucking years.
Oh wow.
I got this from
I love you.
New York at Geek Magazine.
Jesse's taking a piss, but he just gave me this. Oh wow. This is fucking sick. What is this? Who made this? This is beautiful. Conker's Bad Fur Day. This is awesome.
Bad Fur Day?
Yeah, what
is that?
It's a legendary Nintendo 64 game. I used to rock this guy. Oh, sorry. I used to rock this guy as my PFP on Discord, and it says Banks on it. He said I brought you this because I have to get the whole story of where
it looks
this
like.
comes from.
It looks like Lola Bunny.
Yeah, it was like a spoof game. So Conker's Bad Fur Day is rated like X, and he runs around and fucks hoes and drinks alcohol and fucking does drugs and stuff. But he's like a cute little squirrel. So it's like a platform game where like sunshine and rainbows, Bugs Bunny aesthetic, but like he's fucking insane and unhinged. It says crazy shit, swears and fucks girls and shit, hookers and stuff.
What the fuck?
So it's like this like crazy like mature, like Bugs Bunny Mario style platform game.
Like Happy Tree Friends type shit?
Yes, exactly.
Bro,
like
Happy
that.
Tree Friends was crazy.
Insane. When he comes back, I'm gonna switch places with him, and I want you guys to go one-on-one, and I want you to ask him about like the business stuff. So he's got Sunday going on right now. Maybe ask about Happy Dad, like that deal, his Nelk exit, things like that. I'm just curious to hear you and him go back and forth on that. I'm sure the chat's interested also. Just an interesting conversation. I'll take a piss and then we'll wrap it up.
Got you.
We've been going, man. How long have we been streaming? What time is it right now? It's
3 hours.
No, almost 4. At 5 o'clock, it'll be 4 hours.
Yeah. Fuck.
Here, Jesse, I'm gonna take a piss and let's trade spots real quick. Just sit here. Sit in my seat for now. And then I need to. Yeah, they said W gift in the chat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I need to ask you about this because I'm like,
Yeah.
Yo,
What's up, G?
what's good, brother?
I feel like you and me got to get to know each other. What's
We
up?
do.
What's your story?
My story. So I used to be a software engineer. I went to Georgia Tech, studied computer science there, graduated in 2017. My comp sci degree in business minor. Was a software engineer in New York, and I got into crypto that year. I found out about crypto in a class at school in 2016. Like, yo, this is what Bitcoin is. This shit's gonna be important for X, Y, and Z reasons. I'm like, all right, cool. Sounds cool. I didn't buy any. 2017, when I was working as a software engineer, I had a mentor who was like, yo, no, you're smart. I trade crypto all the time when I'm not doing this coding shit. You should do this shit too. So like, all right, cool. So I started trading crypto 2017, joined crypto Twitter, had like no followers. But I was always super active online. Like I would tweet a fuck ton, even when I wasn't tweeting about crypto. So I had my high school, college boys, everything was on there. And then made some money, lost some money, first cycle. Second cycle, 2020, COVID came. And I was like, okay, I made some money and lost some money last cycle. This cycle, I'm going to actually make some money and I'm going to journal it. So I journaled all my trades that cycle during COVID. And I did really well, and I did well publicly. So everybody was like, yo, this dude is not missing. He's doing really well with these trades. Who the fuck is this
And by
guy?
journal, like you were publicly journaling it?
I was like, yo, I'm buying this week. This is my invalidation. This is the fundamental reason for why I'm buying this coin. I'm looking at this for the future. This my month to month. This is my biggest position this month. Next month, I was just like everything. And it was all public. And so that's how I got a lot of followers on Twitter. I think I was at like 100K followers into 2021. And then same thing happened 2023. I kind of had a similar type of situation. Yeah.
Keep going. Sorry.
And then 2023, I had a similar type of situation where I was like, yo, I'm calling these trades, doing well. People started following me again. I went from like 100K to whatever I'm at now, like 900 something K. And it was all just like Twitter. I left my software engineering job in 2021, just do full-time trading. And now I have my own business, Bullpen, which is like a front end for trading anything on chain, trading stocks, trading crypto, trading prediction markets. Yeah, so I was just full-time trader and I have that.
I feel like I've heard of that. Is that massive? Bullpen?
Bullpen? Not massive. Hope it will be massive soon. That's the plan.
it looks like it. It's a really good. It's honestly branded very well. I love the logo. I love the name.
Yeah,
it's great. It is a really, really great trading tool. It kind of breaks up. It thins the barrier to like be able to trade markets like Hyperliquid, for example. It makes it very, very easy, user friendly. Polymarket also is there as well, so it's a kind of a one stop shop, and they just like allow you to really trade everything there. Yeah.
Damn. That's quite a
before
story,
we go,
dude.
well, first of all, what is the
Appreciate
deal with this? What is the story behind this? This is awesome, by the way. And I appreciate you.
Of course. 5 years ago, I was in New York. I went to Inked Mag and got couple tats on my leg. And then the person that was tattooing me had artwork on their wall. And I was like, dude, your artwork is sick. They did this like crazy micro, like cassette type, like cartridge artwork. And I was like, dude, can I commission like a piece? And then I was going to make one for myself. And then I was like, it's like, it just made me think of you at the time. Like it was of video games. And I don't know if I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm not, but I'm pretty sure I DM'd you and was like, yo, what was your favorite Nintendo 64?
You might have, because I would have said that for sure.
You would have said that?
100%. 100%.
Because I got 007 GoldenEye for mine.
100%. And I had Conquer. I had Conquer with like the dollar symbol eyes, like an iconic like framing of him as my Discord picture for a long time. So like I figured that's why.
Oh,
if it was like a fan who did it or somebody who like knew that about me. And I think like my burner Twitter account had that for a while too. But you're the GOAT. I love you. That's awesome.
Yeah. That was sick.
Before me and you get out of here and go do whippets at my crib, is there anything else that we want to talk about? I want to ask you a couple things. Things that I just want to get kind of out of the way that I have here written down. One, when's the last time you talked to Steve?
Decent amount of time. I think the last time I saw him in person was it was some Nelk thing they did with the fuck was it? Like a game show. I don't even remember that. It was like the first day. It was like when they were streaming events or streaming things. It was like a, are you smarter than a fifth grader?
Yes, this is obviously when Kyle and Steve are still good.
Yeah.
Where is that at right now? What's your opinion on that? This like Steve.
Between Steve and
yeah.
Kyle? I mean, the whole thing makes me just feel a little weird, to be honest. Like, because of some other shit that kind of went down too. Or just like, you know, like Aiden's always hit me up for brand risk and all that. And like, I don't know if it came from fucking Steve, but he was trying to fight Kyle. And then he's like, Kyle doesn't want to do that. Someone told me that like Steve's down to fight you. And it like, I haven't talked to him so long. And it kind of fucking bothered me. Cause like, we haven't really.
It would be very hard. It'd be very, very hard for me to believe that. I would have to hear Steve say
I know.
that
That's why I don't want to like, it could be just fucking someone trying to.
No, you're getting farmed for sure. There's just no way. Why?
Yeah.
Especially with like just all the stuff that Kyle and Steve are kind of like beefing over. It has literally nothing to do with you.
I know. I guess I thought it was like well, he's not down. So this is the next closest thing or something. But I have no hate for any of them. Of course, it's like fucking.
No, I don't ask. I wasn't necessarily even asking you that from your POV. Like, what's your opinion on Kyle and Steve? Like, for me, it makes me sad. When everything was going on with you and like the Nelk exit, when was that? That was before COVID, right? Or like right when COVID started, 2020.
It probably started then. It was a long process.
Yeah,
like 2-3 years, but then it's
long,
been about
exhausting process. And you know, I fucking can relate because I've had my fair share of like behind the scenes things and deals and stuff. And I remember we talked a bit about that as well. And just like on a personal level, whatever. Is there anything you want to speak to as far as that? I honestly don't know because I have a personal relationship with you guys. So I've never like watched clips or like watched interviews. Because if I have a question, I just ask you guys.
I personally don't know anything really, but if I can just be honest, like I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
like,
please do.
I honestly just think there's, from even my position of what I've seen and what I've been through and what I've like, there's truth on both sides, probably. Like straight up, there's truth on both sides. Like,
as there typically is, right?
Yeah, it's like and the whole thing is whack. All three of us and other people still own a retirement plan fucking with Happy Dad. It's like the whole thing is kind of silly, like that we're like creating drama and all this. I don't understand it, but I also sometimes I have to remember that like I'm older, I've been through some shit. Like how old is Steve right now? Like Steve's like
younger than us.
He's young. It's like
he's not even 30 yet, right?
Yeah, like dude, when Nelk split and all that, and like I said, it was a long thing. If I had
27, Steve's a baby.
I could have been the person that like went online and tried starting drama and beef 100%.
And I'm grateful that it never came to that because I saw things behind the scenes and it's obviously naturally an emotional thing. Like just like me, we can relate on this. FaZe, Nelk, like this to some degree came out of our minds and we built it from scratch. And like our hearts will be tethered to this experience and these brands forever. And I think again too, like I know this has been a total fucking Glaze Banks fest, but like I always refer to Nelk as one of like the Mount Rushmore internet brands next to FaZe, next to like Lyrical Lemonade, next to Sidemen, you know, like these are brands that came exclusively from the internet and then went and took a share of like these traditional markets, merchandise, etc.
And had a cultural moment.
Yeah,
you know,
big time.
That's like the difference.
Big time. And for what you guys did in college, like college culture, frat boy culture is what we did for gamers. Like it was pretty much 1-to-1. And again, that's why for me, it was very, very special to watch. And I almost got to kind of like right wrongs in my own story and kind of rewrite history in that regard, you know, in the spaces where you guys gave me opportunity to help. But yeah, man, like, I don't know. Do you regret anything? Like, is there anything that you regret in terms of like how that shit went down or like, how do you feel about it today? How do you feel about like your Nelk exit? I know you got paid. I don't know if you've ever talked about that, but like, how do you feel today? 2026, there's been some space. It's been a good fucking 5 to 6 years.
It personally, it feels a little, unfair is not the word, but like, it feels like it's insane how well timed it ended up for me. That's what it feels. But I think it was just because like I honestly was like reading. I wasn't focused on anything else but like reading like what I need to do right now or what I want to do or what I need. Like it's hard to explain. It's just like it all worked out almost too perfectly for me that I'm like, why?
Yeah.
It really did.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know if that's like a dumb thing to say
No, it's not
online,
at all,
but like, it's like, I'm happy. I feel very grounded. I feel like I'm doing what I want to do. I have security through financial gain. I left when it was awesome. And it's like,
facts,
it's weird.
Facts. For what it's worth, by the way, you feel your energy feels very soothing and zen and like calm. And like you seem like you're in a fucking great spot.
Yeah.
Like
Thank you, man.
Just as somebody that's known like every fucking version of you since you know, basically started the shit. Yeah. And it's fucking, no, it doesn't sound dumb at all, by the way. I have to remind myself basically this on a day-to-day basis. And I kind of almost have imposter syndrome around it because I did go through like kind of a traumatic transition in the last year. But it is hard to, you know, look around and have this whole fantastic come up in life and still have so much like access and opportunity and know what you know, right? Because that's something they can never take from you.
Yeah.
And they can never take like what you did do. You know, they'll try to discredit it, they'll try to bury it, whatever, but they can't take that from you.
Yeah.
And your relationship with how everything went down. And yeah, I'm looking forward to kind of finding the same piece. I know it's inevitable, but it doesn't sound dumb at all, bro. And like, it is very important to just remind yourself on a day-to-day, like, I have lights, I have a home, I have food, I have my health. Like, I do have fucking millions of dollars. Like, I'm not a victim. Like, I'm living a fucking fantasy dream life. If you told me on my worst day at 34 years old that this would be my everyday when I was 13, 14, 15, 18, 22,
I know.
I'd fucking, you know, I'd collapse in tears of joy and beg for that to be the case and beg for that to be real. I think it's really, really important for that person. Yesterday I was like feeling uneasy about something and hung up on something, had a little bit of anxiety. And I try so hard to just push that out of my consciousness because I'm just like, I don't want that to become my reality. Cause I feel like that manifesting shit and just kind of becoming what your brain's thinking is a real thing. And I don't know, it's like a day-to-day battle.
Well, anytime I've noticed too that something goes bad or falls apart or like any of this shit, it's never let me down of like just giving things time. And people like you and me are never going to not create fucking great shit. We're going to like, it's in our blood. Like, we're not happy unless we're doing something, man. It's like I think once you start believing in that, you start going like, you start less like caring about a leaderboard or any of this fucking bullshit. It's like, I don't know. We're gonna fucking keep creating cool shit.
Someone in the chat says pushing 40, man, wrap it up, get a family. He's obviously talking to me, by the way, but you're also a fellow Unk. You're 33. I'm 34. Yeah. What's that look like for you right now? Dating, family, like where
it would, I was very close to that like year and a half ago.
Really?
Yeah. And it fell apart pretty bad, but I was like pretty open to being like ready for that. Like, just be like, oh, I'm just going to be excited about being a dad and have a family. But it fell apart. And then it was like a whole another learning lesson that I think I needed to go through, that now I kind of just feel like personally, maybe there's a reason for everything. It's like, there's a whole other world and things and peaks that I haven't like, maybe if I was just excited about being a dad every day, I wouldn't have explored. So like,
yeah,
I kind of take it as like, I'm trying
you just gotta go with the flow. You just gotta follow life's plan and just be the best version of yourself that you possibly can.
Do you want that? Like,
yeah, of course I do. I want it yesterday, but I'm also not going to settle. Like, I'm at a point in my life where I feel like I'm the best version of myself. And there's a fucking million girls in LA. By the way, you know me, you knew me back then. Today, I live a much more private life and I'm much more like, you know, intentional about what I'm doing, who I'm doing it with. And my life in that regard, my social life, my day-to-day, like Ricky's life has never been better. I've never felt like I had, you know, more options in the regards of like who I could start a family with. But the criteria for me is just so specific. Like, I want a woman that's going to be an amazing mother. I want an intelligent woman. I want to have smart fucking kids. She's obviously has to be pretty. That's almost like the easiest part of it. It's like, they're all fucking pretty. Girls in LA, every single one of them pretty. The problem is like,
it's like 15% of the equation.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, facts. That's been like the easiest part. And that's like the first thing you see too, right? So you're like, yeah, you're hot. Like, I'd fuck you, you know, but like then you start to peel back the layers of the onion and you're like, oh wait, you're fucking retarded. Or oh wait, you can't even tie your shoes. Like you're not
But
gonna
have
be
you ever found the fact that there's so many candidates as the problem? Does that make sense?
I don't yeah, no,
like
that
options.
yes,
You're never gonna pick.
This is fair. That's not true though. you had a relationship with Tyson. You knew Tyson, correct?
Mm-hmm.
She was the best. She is the best. That girl's great. Like that girl checks all the boxes. She's a great person. She's sober. She's intelligent. She's beautiful. All that stuff. This is a girl, by the way, who I dated. We never really had like a public facing relationship, but and we have an amazing relationship now. And we haven't been like intimate. We haven't had like an intimate or like sexual relationship in years, and for good reason. Like this girl has kind of assumed role in my life as like my family. She helped me get sober, and yeah, our relationship is exactly what it's supposed to be and what it will likely be forever. It's not something I dwell on or like miss in that regard, but they do exist. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know. To a degree, I'm trying to let life happen, and I just know that like when I'm ready and I find a woman that's ready and we're going to, you know, be good moms and a mom and dad together in that combination, then I'll pull the trigger and I'll do it. But
where are you
going to
find her? Where would you go search for her?
I'm not really searching is the thing. That's the thing. And honestly, it's for the first time in like years. This is the longest I've been single. I've been single for 3.5 years. Before that, I dated Tyson for a while. And then I dated Alyssa on and off for fucking 3 years.
Single 3.5 years?
Yeah. I haven't had a girlfriend since I've been sober. I'm seeing this girl right now pretty consistently. And she's just like, you know, a little bit younger. She's 22 and she's really smart and like intellectually matches me, which is why I've been able to like hang out with her for so long. She's fucking gorgeous, beautiful girl. She's mad cool, easy to hang out with, but she's just not ready to be a mom. Like that's not even like that's not our relationship together. You know what I'm saying? Which is totally fine. So yeah, it's not a matter of, I don't know, man. I don't know where I find her. I don't know if I'm going to find her. I found Tyson on a fucking party bus in COVID with Tav. Tav's my manager. He's here right now. He invited her out. She's sitting on a fucking party bus and she witnessed me spit in a girl's mouth. And she's like, oh, she's coming off of a fucking breakup. And she's like, I got to fuck this guy. Like, this looks like some fun. And that's how we started. So, I mean, I think you can meet the perfect girl in any scenario.
Yeah, there's no perfect recipe.
But by the way, there was something about that was beautiful because, and that it helped aid in me falling in love with her early because I'm like, holy fuck, here's a girl who just gets it.
She's down.
She watches me fucking bite a piece of chewed up gum off my jacket, spit it in another girl's mouth, bounce to the other side of the bus, kiss some other girl. And this girl's like, what the fuck? Why are all these girls cool with this? Yeah, and we're all just kind of like being fucking weird and having fun. And it's like, it's a fun thing. Like COVID in LA was fucking nuts. It was nuts. And she's just perfect right place, right time. And I'm like, oh, this girl like kind of sees through to like the intent behind it rather than like, who the fuck is this dirtbag scumbag being a piece of shit? She's like, oh, this is like sweet. Like, cause it was, but it was kind of sweet. It is kind of sweet.
How was it sweet, bro? How was it sweet, bro?
I don't know.
What the fuck about what you just described?
Jesse is literally somebody who has seen what I'm describing happen in real time in real life. And I don't know, like I just wouldn't use the word sweet.
Was it sweet?
No, but was it dramatic or like negative? Is there people running around crying and fucking?
But there's like, another word before sweet.
It's not that.
like fun.
Somebody said chewed bubblegum generally does taste sweet. So I don't know.
Mean, that's a flavor, my boy.
No, it was fun. Bro. Obviously, it was all rooted in fun, but lighthearted fun and just keeping things fucking transparent and honest. I don't know.
Dude, when I got back in the dating scene, that was my whole definition. I was so like anti, like I say a second date, a girl's like, what do you want? Do you want marriage? Blah, blah, blah. That would be a turnoff. I would be like, really? Even though I was in that world, I was like, it turned me back after that, where I was like, dude, can we just have, not even like in a sexual way, just like, I'm just looking for fun, friendships, and someone to go like get dinner with and have fun and go do things.
So a common misconception about me, and even when I have these conversations with girls, for example, in a one-on-one setting, like that is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for, and I'm like kind of playing speed chess. Like I'm speed dating almost. And I know almost immediately like, okay, you're not going to be the mother of my kids. So immediately this is capped. And if we have good like chemistry and stuff and we can hold conversations and, you know, we have good sex and all this shit, then we can like, this can be a thing that lasts for a while and we bounce in and out of each other's lives. And that's the relationship that I have to this day with a bunch of different girls. But that is what I'm looking for. Like, that's the first thing that I'm thinking about. Like, would this woman be a good mom? Is this the mother of my kids? And I'm kind of, like, I don't know. I am searching for that.
Shouldn't that be the definition before you get married, though? You should, if you're in the mindset of like, I need to find the person to get married to, you're going to make mistakes and do the wrong thing. Like, have fun, meet people, have good times, but
I have a take on this.
There'll be a girl that you like can't get enough of.
I have a take on this. Yes. But sometimes there's a girl that you can't get enough of for the wrong reasons. And they're not wrong reasons. Yeah. It's not bad. But for example, this girl that I'm seeing right now, our chemistry in terms of like our conversation is 10 out of 10. Our chemistry as far as sex goes, 10 out of 10. Okay. But these aren't qualities that necessarily make for a good woman to have children with and procreate with, just because you guys have fire sex, right? Like, that's crazy. That energy and that, like, I can't get enough of is more rooted in that like drug addict mindset of like, I want to consume this, and it's like lust and fiery and intense. And that is often how relationships start. And I feel like then it goes from that to now we're together and we kind of settle into this partnership, and then we get married, and then we're supposed to talk about having kids. I think it's backwards. I think if you're like, you get involved with somebody for the intent of creating life with them and a family, then it's like, now I'm looking at these qualities. Like, I think that like, and then all the superficial shit's gone too. Like, because you have to be naive to think that you're going to stay with the same woman forever too, because you can't control that. There's two people involved. And then also we change so dramatically throughout the course of our lives.
Yeah. If you two are perfect right now, are you perfect in 5 years, 10 years?
Exactly. Like science and math shows you with divorce rates and stuff that's not likely. So if you get involved for superficial reasons, because I'm attracted to you, because our energy is this way, then when it falls apart, it's going to be fucking a mess. Whereas if it's like, okay, I want to build an amazing, healthy family with you, regardless of what our outcome is. I want to be able to sit with you at Christmas dinner with your new husband and actually be okay with that.
Yeah.
Because our business together, first and foremost, is you're a good mom and I'm a good dad. And we need to keep a good relationship with each other for the sake of the kids. I'm ranting, rambling.
No, dude, I think what you're describing is what my opinion of what actual marriage is. Like, I'm a divorced parent, fucking kid who didn't care about marriage. Now I'm like seeing that like marriage is literally what you're saying is like at a certain point with a certain person that you feel you're like, that's what marriage is. You're look at the person, you're like ride or die to like, what does it say? Like till rich or poor, till death do us part. Like, dude, they go through a bad year. You go through a bad year. Like, you're literally like, no, I'm signing a piece of paper that like, I got you and you got me. Like, I think that's what marriage is. And if I don't fucking want that or find that with someone, then I don't want to be married. Yeah. But if I do, it sounds beautiful.
I'm not talking about marriage. I could never be married and could give a fuck less. I think marriage is to some degree a scam. I'm talking about family. I think it's important to have kids. I want to have kids.
Yeah. I'm saying the same thing, just calling it marriage. Yeah, I kind of agree. It's like, why do we need a contract, bro? You know what I mean?
Well, listen, man, I feel like fucking at this point, we're holding fucking Ansem hostage talking about fucking.
Dude, my bad. If like,
no, it's okay. No, it's not. You're the best, bro. You're the best. And I could talk to you for fucking 10 hours.
It's a problem because we're catching up too.
Yeah.
So like,
I didn't anticipate for this, but hopefully it was entertaining for some. And yeah, I really appreciate you coming on, brother. Is there anything else you want to talk about, Z?
The fucking we got World Cup shit popping off in the States.
Let them know.
Yeah, we got World Cup.
Let them know. We have obviously a lot of overlap between NBA Finals and World Cup. Obviously, there's a ton of markets. Z, you want to fucking pull up some World Cup markets on Polymarket?
I think this summer, honestly, is going to be lit for a lot of because there's a lot of events happening right after the finals. We have World Cup. I think there's even some games like close to here. I'm pretty sure.
Is that the same as like what Togi and Steve will do? It just bet like $3 million.
Yeah. Steve just won fucking $4 million betting PSG.
I watched the video on the treadmill. It was fucking actually entertaining.
What a sick fuck. Good for him.
All the different groups and shit.
He said he put everything in. He drained the bank account. He sold the cars. Life. Yeah. He's a nut, dude.
He's sick. What? He's sick.
That's insane.
Bro, TJR, what was his like money glitch hack? Is that panning out? Remember we talked about this.
I think let's see what we have. We have the futures on like a lot of these different teams. We have Spain, France, England, Netherlands, Brazil, Portugal, Argentina, and Germany. They're all currently down. So I'm not sure if the TJR trade is playing.
It's panning out.
It's panning, but
it's time to buy the dip though, and trade the dip.
So what are you buying? You're buying.
So
is it odds? Or?
Yeah, you're trading.
Yeah,
you're
so
trading,
on Polymarket, it's like they have futures, which are like the probabilities of whichever team winning the entire World Cup. So like all the teams listed here. And then they also have like during live games, Polymarket, the odds will change like as the game's going live. Like the craziest one was yesterday with the Knicks. At one point, they were like 5% to win when they were down 30. And if you would have traded that market, you could have 20x'd your capital instead of like trading the games in other places. It's a lot harder to do it live and get the odds live, like as they're changing. Yeah. I think should we just take USA? They play tomorrow.
Fuck it, do it. And it's in the US.
And the who?
I said, and it's in the US, the World Cup.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's here. I don't even know what other soccer teams are good. Oh, Brazil. No, we're definitely taking Brazil.
Sports betting?
We're taking Brazil.
This isn't exactly that. I trade, for example, I hit my group chat with the Polymarket odds, and the market was 30% for the Knicks to 4-0 the Spurs, and I like instinctively screenshotted this, and the market was like $50,000, so like real capital in the market.
Yeah.
And I posted it in my friend's group chat, my basketball group chat. I'll show you. This is I said this is promise this is a free money glitch. Polymarket had Knicks to 4-0, 30%, and that just felt like that's never going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's like no
trading 30% actually unreal. Obviously, they didn't 4-0 them because the series is at,
Yeah.
It's 3-1 now, right? Yeah. So that was just fucking free money. I don't know. There's a ton of like secret weird little opportunities all over Polymarket. Polymarket popped off during like the election because it was showing like real time odds for like who was going to win the president. You had like CNN talking about fucking Trump has no shot to win the presidency, but then Polymarket's telling you a different thing, right? And it's like showing you real odds because that's what the market's saying. Money is being traded on these odds, so it's like you're going to get the most genuine real odds.
People betting their money.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you think Polymarket and these companies are going to get in like, is it like 100% all fine legally and stuff?
Yeah, I mean,
like the whole inside trading thing, is that an issue, or is that like?
It's definitely an issue. Just like it is in any market.
It's something that they like track closely. Don't want to like bring like it's very hard to track because everything is on chain. So it's like it's a difficult process that they're going through. It's like obviously one of the reasons that Polymarket has done so well because they've gone through the process of doing everything correct the legal way, like regulatory wise. But yeah, definitely like a new area, and they're coming up with all the correct rules and regulations to abide by with prediction markets because it's just because it's so new.
But as much value as they're providing and giving you the ability to trade markets on all things, like what team is LeBron James going to go to, or who's dating who, or who's going to win the presidency, or what color T-shirt is Aiden Ross going to wear in his whatever. I think it provides even more value in terms of like those raw analytics. Like just
you're never going to get better odds. It's because the people are putting up real capital in these things, so it's going to get the real source of truth.
It's PvP. It's money versus real money. So
if you just did a poll, people just click it.
Exactly.
But if you got hey, that's going to affect my bank account.
Or if the median is a fucking biased news network that wants you to think that Trump has no shot, so you don't vote for him. It's like,
and someone's paying them to do that.
When money gets involved, you see real fucking quick how people actually feel. It's one thing to say, I think the Knicks are going to win. Are you willing to fucking trade that? Like, yeah, man. Jesse, do you want to take a second to just let them know where they can find you and all the stuff that you're working on, and anybody that's interested in kind of following what you're doing or keeping up with?
My Instagram's MTV Jesse. My brands are Bloody Sunday and Sunday. And we try to do at least one collection every month, bloodysunday.com. That's pretty much everything.
My man, merch. Slide in. I love you to death, my boy. I fucking love you. Thank you so much for coming on.
This is cool.
It's fun, right?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. I love it. Yeah, that's been it. Hang around because I actually want to show you my new spot, and I want to catch up. I want to properly.
Bro, I don't even think I can drive.
Yeah, I got you. That's funny. That's really, really good. Bro's wasted. We didn't get into any of that. We didn't get into the fucking Steve story. We didn't talk about any of that shit. Me and this kid lived together for 2 years. We could have done fucking 10 hours of this shit. But I'll spare everybody the fucking Unk Glaze Banks Fest.
It was nice meeting you too, man.
Yeah, great meeting you, brother, for sure.
Where are you located?
I'm in New York.
Oh, fuck
Jesse wants to keep talking. That's cute.
Yo, you guys are all gone. He's like, fuck, bye.
Yeah, pull
That's
up,
so
bro.
cute.
Whenever you're in New York, hit me.
Z, is there anything else you want to touch on, talk about before I take us out?
I don't think so. Let me double check real quick.
What's your favorite cereal?
I know what you're gonna
Captain
say.
Crunch.
Oh, that is not what I was gonna.
Really?
Like the regular Captain Crunch, not even Crunch Berries.
No,
I go the Reese's Pieces Puffs. Where those are?
Dude, you're wasted.
No,
you're wasted off one beer. That's fucking crazy.
I had a roadie
Jesse.
on the way here too.
Did you? You're sick. You're a sick fuck. Appreciate you, Giddy. Appreciate you, W episode guys. I think that's gonna about wrap it up. Next week we're gonna try to have Andrew Kane pull up and get that episode in. There's a couple other people we're talking to. We're talking about Polaris or whatever the fuck. What was it, Z?
Pluralis.
Yeah. That founder potentially will reach out to him. And yeah, maybe I just replace me with you and we just have you on everybody. This was my favorite episode that we've recorded to date. I know it was an Unk Glaze Fest and it was just me and my boy.
Bro,
catching
I'm
up,
like
but
25 minutes from here. I'll come pop in anytime you guys want.
Yeah,
I'll come kick it.
Awesome. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Whether you're on my stream on Twitch or Twitter or Z's Twitter or Kick, we appreciate you guys all the same. We should have this chat aggregator $10,000 competition wrapped up by next week, and hopefully we have the aggregator working and live for you guys, a demo or finished product, whatever. We have 100 plus to look through legitimate entries, so we're gonna refine that and get through all that. But yeah, that's been
you guys
episode
got
6.
a comment stream and everything.
Yeah, all of it. We're building an aggregator. It's gonna be cool,
dude. You guys don't.
I want AI to build this whole fucking thing. I want AI to do all of it.
Guys, they got fancy cameras. They got fucking screens.
I'll put real effort into this, man. I believe in it. I really do. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much. On that note, love you.
Later.
W's in the chat. Thank you guys so much. Catch us next week, Thursday, every Thursday, 1 p.m. PST on all platforms. Love you so much. Peace.